Whoa, we're live again. Just me though this time. Jared's going to join us. The camera overheated. It's been working hard. Jared left the computer. Well, Jared can tell you. So Jared, hey mate, you're back.
We are back like Bitcoin after the third cycle. I don't know. That works for me. Yeah. No, we had a camera. A battery depletion issue, which shouldn't have happened because it was plugged in, but technology has a way of disrupting things.
You're just running it too hard, mate. You're running it too hard.
Well, the numbers were just so impressive that it actually broke the internet more than Kim Kardashian with a bottle of champagne.
No. So yesterday, Jared, Amy Rose Goody from Decca, she was. I saw her at the coffee line.
Yep.
And she was getting you a coffee because
she was.
And I said, "Why are you getting Jared a coffee?" She goes, "Oh no, sorry, wait." I said, she goes, "I got to get Jared a coffee." She wasn't going to get one for herself. She goes, "You haven't fed Jared all day. You haven't given him water all day. He needs a coffee. He's not had a single coffee all day." And I said, "Well, I mean, it's not. We don't even pay Jared, so you don't, you know."
Well, no, she was very gracious because she said to me, she goes, "Have you been caffeinated?" And like I was running on pure adrenaline and the thoughts and prayers of our viewers. And so I said, no, I actually hadn't had a coffee. I'd had plenty of, I've had other beverages, but I didn't have any coffee. So she goes, "I'll go get you one." That was awfully nice.
No, she's lovely. Amy Rose is very thoughtful.
I'm an Amy Rose fan. She's actually speaking a little bit later on one of the stages over there, I believe. I think it's 2:30. So if you're at the conference and you're not watching us, which is hard to believe, you can go and check out her keynote speech.
Yeah, and they've done some amazing work. So for those of you who don't know, it's Amy Rose. She's, I guess, CEO of Decca, which is the Digital Economic Council of Australia, so formerly Blockchain Australia. They have been, I guess, the #1 advocacy group, along with Blockchain APAC, which is Steve Vallis's group, for advocating for the digital asset industry. And, you know, a lot of the work she does, you don't see it, but she spends all her time corralling cats to organise the industry, get representation amongst the politicians and the regulators, and really, representing those serious businesses and serious interests as well. And then look, we're so close to getting, a real legislative framework in place. And so much of that has come off the back of the work. And if they weren't around doing what they do, it wouldn't be where it's going to be. Things take longer than we'd like, of course, but without them, it would never have happened.
That's right. I actually asked her about that. I said, last time you appeared on our stream, which was about a year ago, I think.
Was it? Man, it's been a year ago since
I think she was episode 19 or 20.
No way. It's been a year.
And so I said to her, I go, well, what's changed since then? And she said, we made the tongue-in-cheek joke that regulation's always 18 months away, right?
Oh, that would be amazing if it was actually 18 months.
And she's almost spot on. She called 18 months ago. Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. So we've had a drink delivery. Oh,
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay.
Maybe pack it up. I'll say it.
Do you want me just? I'll grab the other. All right, sweet. So we. Oh, okay. I don't know what's happening.
There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of dry throats.
This is sparkled water, if anyone's wondering.
But it's been a lot of talking. I think I lose my voice straight away because, like, day one, you have been literally speaking for like 12 straight hours.
I have been, but I had the added benefit of not going out and partying last night, so these silky smooth chords are still intact.
Velvety dulcet.
There are a few people that are a little bit worse for wear because there was 2 parties last night. There was the Kraken and the KuCoin. Party, and so that went into the wee hours of the night. Back to Decca. She was saying that we finally have that updated info sheet. It looks like we're finally going to get somewhere. So, and I asked her about the motivations. I go, are we following the US? Are we following Daddy Trump? Or are we feeling a sense of FOMO? And she said, yes. So the answer is both. We realise that if we're the last ones to join this new digital revolution that's being kind of pushed out of the US, we're going to get left behind.
That's totally the case. And you could sense, I mean, the history of it had been there had been, I think I mentioned before, Andrew Bragg, who's a Liberal senator, had been pushing for digital assets, and there was a Joint Economic Senate, whatever you call it, committee that looked at this, and they had proposed, I guess, a framework, and this is back in, 2021-ish, and the election happened, that whole thing got sort of thrown out, and Labor came in because of the change of government at the time. The whole thing changed, and then nothing happened. They went to the last election, promised something would happen. Went to this election promising something would happen. And then nothing really happened still. But when preparedness meets opportunity because of what Daddy Trump has been, because what happened in the US, now they're kind of like, oh shit, it's time to make it happen. And if it hadn't have been for all that work and the fact that we were close a few times, look, maybe we would have still been another 18 months away. But because there was stuff happening, now the time and opportunity has now met.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And look, I also spoke to the New Zealand equivalent of Amy Goody, and look, the name escapes me, and I apologise because we had an amazing chat. Trevor, there we go. And I said, "Oh, what's the New Zealand equivalent called?" I'm like, "Is it Dika?" And he didn't find that funny, but he's an Australian as well, so he was something that the New Zealanders have claimed, but was born in Australia. So it's our reverse Pavlova moment.
All right.
But he said, "Look, there's a bit of a brain drain coming out of New Zealand at the moment. There's a lot of emigration, I guess, from New Zealand to Australia." And he's saying that, like, you're worried about people leaving Australia for the US for crypto development. It's happening even worse because it goes New Zealand to Australia and then elsewhere. So he's made some great strides in consolidating because they're really a tech nation.
Yeah,
over there.
There's heaps of Kiwis.
They said 10% of employed adults are in the tech sector in New Zealand, which is an amazing stat. I don't think we'd be anywhere near that over here.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is here. Though in New Zealand, I mean, New Zealand has been notorious for banking. It's almost impossible. Like, I feel really bad for the Kiwis want to participate. I don't know the nuances of what all going over there, but Easy Crypto is like, one of the few businesses over there that have managed to get this very secure, reliable sort of banking, which has been great for them. And those guys, but yeah, it's tough because the Kiwis, like, I don't know what it is for them. You'd have to get Trevor back on and tell you. Because I don't know.
Well,
I know what's going on here, but I don't know what's going on.
It was a good chat. So if you did miss yesterday's stream, which was 7.5 hours
long. Watch all
long,
7.5 hours.
No, look, just skip the empty chairs. I mean, they are a draw card. They're much better looking than we are, but there was some alpha dropped yesterday, some absolute alpha. So to help us with our watch hours and also to get you up to speed.
The most popular streaming, I think the most consecutive lives we had was just 2 empty chairs. So Jared, give these chairs a job.
Oh, mate.
They're doing better than us.
And again, I will have to apologise.
In fact, I think when we got on, the numbers dropped.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Although
people want to see the chairs, Jared. They don't want to listen to you. They want to see the chairs, all right?
I wonder what would have happened if we'd kept streaming well after the lights went off after the end of day one. Do you reckon the numbers would have kept climbing? We would have come into 1,000 people. But yeah, so again, we are live at the afternoon session of day 2 of AusCryptoCon 2025. We thought we'd have a subdued day, but it's packed again. It's absolutely buzzing one more time. And what I thought generally all the merch disappears by day 2.
Come on, jump in. CoinSpot wants to have a spot.
Yep.
Come on, Paul. Come on. Come on. You have to come right here. The chair's been calling your name, Paul.
Are you sure you want to have a sit down?
All right.
Oh, camera shy?
Camera shy. Paul Brulin, ladies and gentlemen.
Excuse me. So it's just as busy as it is yesterday, which is good because, who we got there?
Come on in. No, what's up, indeed? Come and chat.
How are you, boys?
We're having a great time.
We're good.
What are we talking about?
We were just talking about
anything. Just throw it, just shooting the breeze.
Staking? Are we talking about?
If you want to talk about staking, come replace me.
Look, I think I want to talk about have a debate on shitcoins versus main coins.
Is it a debate though, or is it going to be consensus straight away?
I think it comes down to is it maturity versus degeneracy.
Degeneracy always wins.
What do you reckon you are, degenerate or a mature person?
I think everyone starts as a degenerate. We're males, right?
Right.
I think most males have to touch the stove a few times to realise it's hot. And sometimes they got to touch the stove and get hot because it's a different model.
That's true.
And that's what shitcoins are, different models, right?
It's funny, no matter how many times you get wrecked on a poo coin, you still come back and try the next flavour the next time around, right?
It's
something
FOMO.
About
jumping on YouTube and having kids make videos. It gets you really going. Hey, like,
absolutely.
It makes you want to just quit, take your super, make a run for it.
As we stream to YouTube,
yep. People that I saw last year that told me they were going to go on a run look poorer this year.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't think they were hodling Bitcoin. I think they were a little bit caught out in the wind.
So that's a maturity again, isn't it?
What's your what is your favourite shitcoin then?
Favorite shitcoin? used to be Luna.
Wow, that's not even shitcoin. That's like sewage coin.
Luna was meant to, put mum in a good home. Like put mum in a.
What did it put her in instead?
Traction.
I'm joking.
I'll tell you what it did. We never talked about crypto for 2 years.
Well,
and it wasn't too long. FTX went after.
Well, you know what? I saw a dude yesterday. He was rocking an FTX shirt, and I was like, yes.
Ironically,
I would love to run like a strategy of just like pure dead crypto business merch. I could have Celsius, FTX, Terra Luna. There's a few more. But yes, next year, just that's on the.
I think the funniest thing is like the word FOMO is something that like we don't really understand, because at the end of the day, like there's a new brand popping up every day, but we're not learning.
So
we're really not learning, and I think it's that point is like. It was much easier back in the day when a snake oilsman had an oil button, you know what I mean? And now they call it something coin or something this or something
That's so true. That's it. But I mean, there's a rush for Zcash at the moment, or Zcash. Have you seen that?
No.
So it's a privacy coin that was in the toilet because it was considered the same as Tornado Cash and Monero and a few of those other privacy escaping tools. And then it won a court case, and all of a sudden it's back. And so while everything is tanking, Zcash was up like 160% or something ridiculous. I haven't checked it today.
XRP when they kind of got deregulated and they sort of, not obviously the percentages, but it was a similar case where it got sort of restricted and came back. Yeah,
very much the same sort of thing. So, I mean, it's been the darling the past week or so. I haven't checked it, so this could be wrong and outdated information by the time it goes out. But yeah.
Imagine being the founders where it's like, now you're good to go, but for 7 years of just waking up every day knowing that your life's work's probably gone because the government didn't want it.
Well, I mean, fundamentally, I think it's still kind of illegal, but I think that it's just escaped technicality. So,
well, it's been traded in a lot of third or second world countries that are like they just don't have the legislation and they're getting the volume through that. Then
I'll have to look into exactly why it's back all of a sudden. But I mean, I think privacy got a big leg up because Vitalik is all about. Your crypto should be private, and hey, like at the moment, and so like every time he says something like that, the nerds clap. So
it's funny the nerds, they're ready to clap on demand. Right?
Well, no, I think it's just because when you're in a downturn, everyone is looking for good news to pump their bags. Do you remember last cycle? Someone would say anything, and you'd see 20%.
Done.
But now it's like you could have complete clarity. You could have markets pumping. You could have all of this good news, and you see like that's it. It's interesting. Like news cycles don't do it anymore.
But what's your take on like in 2021 was a very different kind of bull run because, because free media really pushed the narrative.
I think there's
2017, you kind of had to go into certain forums. You kind of had to go down certain laneways that taught you things, where it turned into 2021 when everyone was sitting at home with excess kind of cash.
You want me to speak into this one?
Sorry, kind of excess
You want
cash.
to sit down? You want to sit down?
No, that's all right. I'll get a chair here.
Okay. While he's getting a chair...
We have to ask him his name first as well.
Yeah.
Jump on in. Yes, there we go.
There we go.
I'm part of the
we'll
team.
Share a
By
microphone.
the way, we should probably say this is...
My name's Jonathan.
Jonathan from Full Stack.
Lovely to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you, Jonathan.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jared. Nice to meet
We
you.
just met, but we're like, welcome.
So I've been talking about this with pretty much everyone over the past day and a half about the narratives and the reason for the last altcoin boom in the last cycle. And I reckon there's three main catalysts. One, lockdown and boredom. Two, liquidity from handouts, from furlough, from stimulus. And number three, and it's a dirty word, but FTX. FTX really pushed and invested heavily into altcoins, unfortunately using money that wasn't necessarily theirs. But they did create a bit of an artificial bubble. So they're my three. I could be completely wrong, but your thoughts?
No, I think you hit it right on the mark, and like we'll digress and go back to the third one. I think what FTX did well was they commercialized it in a way that kind of a lot of retail investors came in, but that money's still there. Like it's obviously not in FTX, it's not there, but it kind of opened up the channel to say, hey, maybe we can invest in this through FTX, and that's when the opportunity is like, maybe stocks isn't doing it, because when you had 2 years where everyone was kind of locked down, traditional routes weren't doing massive export and import trades. There weren't massive contracts in AUD. There wasn't massive contracts in Canadian dollars. And you just see all this money going to US dollars, but that was getting punished as well. And so I think these retail investors going, we can't actually go and buy a brick or mortar mum or dad business that's scaled for 20 years for 300 or 400 million because we don't even know if it's going to be around because if trade's going to be trading. So I think that what you're saying is like a perfect storm, but that's kind of where we all got caught off track, right? Like the snake oil salesman loves a perfect storm because he sells raincoats when it starts raining, but then you realize the rain is poison. So it's like, you know, so it just, I think for me personally, I got destroyed 2017, I got destroyed 2019, I got destroyed 2021, 2022 I had a year off, and I'm back now.
Is there still time left in 2025?
Oh mate, I got one coin, and it starts with bit, and it just, I think at the end of the day, it's your big lessons in life. The richest guy I've ever met, $354 million. He said, if you ain't losing money, your propensity for risk isn't increasing, and your propensity to make smart decisions under risk-tolerant outcomes is just not going to be there. And so, like, I think that's where, like, in life, they always say, if you're not winning, you're losing. But I truly think it's like, if you're losing, can we just learn a lesson? You know, and I think as a community, we're not learning a lesson. Like, so.
I totally agree. I think that's very true. But I think you've got to make losses to like learn how to win.
Yeah.
Do you think as well there was an element of humans love gambling, right? And
Do they?
They do. And
Controversial too.
and during lockdown, there was no live sports. And so, how else can you?
That's not true.
Oh, I mean, there was a lot less,
It was
right?
just UFC. Just UFC.
Wasn't that remember the rugby league and stuff had the cardboard cutouts?
That was ridiculous, but yes.
Remember the cardboard cutouts? They had like rent a crowd and like the fake noises. Remember?
But I think what you're saying, the earliest thing to open up was that Abu Dhabi UFC fight night. And what you're saying was, traditionally where there was gamblers that were pushing mass amounts of money, they were like, well, it's time to go and take that same behaviour pattern and start applying it. And where I think a lot of founders kind of got these guys as gamblers is like, Bet365 isn't saying to you, invest in this line today for this Sharks to win by 4.5 and you'll be a multi-millionaire in the future. So I think there was a really expected positive outcome that was quite pushed by a very, very violent narrative that we're going to the moon, you know. And I think many people, like I had kids that I were not kids, 17, 19, 20, that were trading volumes of $100,000 to $120,000 and never had an amount of $20,000 in their fiat currency account whatsoever. And so you had all these, if you think about a market in terms of what the stocks were doing, when volatile things happen, it's normally there's a reason. When you've got 100 coins, when these kids were trading these coins and all in major like ecosystem coins, Solana, Luna had a fair bit of, I feel bad for all the developers that were on Luna that got crushed. There was some amazing staking going on there and everything, but we just, yeah, I think biggest thing I see today, everyone's like being full stack, being an accountancy firm, they ask, what's your top 6 coins? And they almost get really upset at me when I just say Bitcoin. And it's like, I think they've got to learn the propensity for risk lessons, you know, because I think these kids are getting burnt and these kids are coming back and back and back. And it's kind of sad because we're piloting a lot of young kids into thinking, make a meme coin, as opposed to make a traditional business and then go and store wealth through this ecosystem. This is not an ecosystem where, unless you're at the top 1%, you're not going to go out there and pull off home runs unless you're that talented and that committed. But if you've got 17 shit coins in your portfolio, I really doubt you've got the kind of focus that you're going to be able to drive to an outcome in 10 years that's life-changing.
Do you blame them a bit? Because during that last cycle, you could put $100 on anything and do well. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like you could throw a dart at the top 100 and you double your money in 2 weeks. And it was a weird time.
Well, I think that 100% you're correct, because when you think about gambling, like you said, all this gambling money went somewhere, right? And it could actually be seen, and you guys probably should bring this up in a later episode if you do it, go and actually figure out what the institutional money of gambling, where they were putting their money. Where was Bet365 putting their money? Where were all these other gambling companies putting their money because they weren't making money? And I think that's a really interesting point because at the end of the day, if you don't understand standard deviation in a market, if you don't understand that liquidity is there today and could be gone tomorrow, you kind of are playing a game of loaded dice. And not only is it loaded dice, if you and me play loaded dice, the government made that currency, right? But now you're playing loaded dice with people who print their own tokens, print their own coins, smash their own supplies. And you've got to buy into the narrative that are we just going to keep shitcoin after shitcoin after shitcoin? Or are we going to start saying to ourselves, let's just back ourselves and get a few coins and build traditional businesses that allow you to just dollar cost average harder? Because I know a guy who's doing maybe 600, 700,000 a year as a sole trader, Sparky, right? He's got 3 young boys that work under him. He's pumping maybe 200,000 clean into Bitcoin and he doesn't even look at it. And so you've got people that they're investing their whole life equity. And that's the biggest thing I think when you understand about risk propensity. I would have spent thousands of hours looking at charts, but I can dictate a red or a green candle better. It doesn't really change the quality of my life. And I think that's where once you really start risking a lot in time, energy, money, relationships, whatever, you start to realize it's like, hey, maybe I'm okay just chilling in Bitcoin. Because if that's not going to rise, it's pretty often that nothing else will. So that's my kind of thesis. Obviously, it's a bit different to other people, but yeah, I've seen people burn, I've seen people crash, I've seen people make a lot of money from NFTs, but I don't know if that's happiness. I don't know if like making money quick is really going to make you satisfied at the end of the day. And I think there's a lot of people here that have got a lot more money than us that are a lot less happier than us.
Oh,
you know?
I mean, we know money does not buy happiness.
Yeah. Because it's in a way, you're just buying value, right? And when you're a child, you don't really come out of the womb going, I want to accumulate value. I want to accumulate value. You want to accumulate experiences. You want to accumulate relationships. Oh, you guys are going to be my friends for life here.
You don't even realise that you're poor until your mid-20s.
Yeah. But you also don't realise you're in the top 5% of wealth until you're 30 because you're born in Australia. So it's
also a treadmill. It's also the wealth's a treadmill that never ends. Like you get to a certain level of wealth, and you'll probably surround yourself with everyone who's just like you. But you'll also see the people who are then the next level, be like, you're worth 100 million. Be like, yeah, but my friends are all worth like $500 million.
Okay, so
you're like, no, you're not. But you know what I mean? Like that, if you're the basis of your existence is all about comparison of yourself to other people, you will never be happy because there's always someone better.
So interesting.
If you can't be happy with a little, you won't be happy with a lot.
It's like a hedonic thing.
Yeah.
It's a hedonic treadmill. It's kind of like.
So interesting question. When you were a child, and you went over and visited your other friends' houses, what was something that your friends had that was a marker of wealth? And it's going to be a funny answer as a kid. For myself, it was someone that had an ice dispenser in the door of their fridge. If they had that, they were rich to me. Someone that had a landing at the top of the stairs, rich as hell. Now,
you know, their mum made more than 6 figures if she had a stainless steel LG double door French open door fridge with the ice cubes that change different things.
Amy Rose. Hey, look, Amy.
We were just talking about you. All good things.
Yeah.
I'm really good.
Amy Rose, ladies and gentlemen, has joined. We were talking about. I was telling them that yesterday you're the only one who thought of Jared and got him a coffee.
Yeah, that was very lovely.
And you're like, I felt so bad for Jared.
He left.
No one's giving him coffee. No one is giving him food. I'm like, we don't even pay him. So
Well, now someone's bringing me sparkling water.
Well, let me know if you need anything. Sorry,
thank you.
I was just going to do some weird thing.
Well, do it as well.
Why don't you leave us with a really inspirational quote for life in crypto?
An ounce of prevention is a pound of cure.
Oh. Hey, look! I said wisdom, not drug references.
I didn't even hear it. I couldn't hear it.
She said an ounce of preparation is better than a pound of prevention. Oh, hang on, what did I say?
If you messed that up already.
A pound of pure.
She basically was instilling like a little bit of common sense. Probably saves you a hell of a lot of suffering.
Yeah,
A stitch in time saves 9. Oh,
she sort of gave us the antidote of everything that we haven't been doing. Like
all right, she said be prepared. Like.
Look, I'm going to leave you guys, but these guys, great guys, just met them. I feel like the beautiful thing about this space is you can be from anywhere, and it fucking connects you. So at least you got people to lose money with. You know what I mean? See you, boys. Thank you, boys.
Full stack
Take it easy, boys. I'll come back and have a chat.
No.
That's full stack right there. That was
guys.
full stack. That's an accounting firm, is it?
I think you said. Oh wait, give us a pitch. Give us a pitch.
Oh, yeah, quick
Can't
pitch,
leave before
quick
you give us
pitch.
I'm back. So yeah, full stack. What we guys do, we're a chartered accountant online, traditional as well. Our founder basically 8 years ago decided to move out of the traditional realm and help crypto fans, currencies enthusiasts to extreme professionals basically transact and comply with the tax regulation far better than most people are right now. And we work with anyone from like ourselves, from retail traders that just want to make a tax file, both with traditional income as well as a few other, trading or maybe selling off assets. We do all that kind of filing, all the way up to working with anyone like an airport or an airline to figure out how to start transacting and taking different crypto payments and doing the tax obligation for that. We help people as well move from individual funds that they own in their own names and restructure. Small to medium-sized business funds as well as super funds. A lot of people as well are trying to get around that tax residency that is becoming a bit of a problem, that you've got to be out of the country for 5 years and only visit for certain amounts of days. So we kind of are an accountant agency that is like a medium to large enterprise accountancy firm that is really strategy based, and we help find out where you are, where you've been, especially in crypto. It's like a lot of it isn't about where you're going, it's about have you paid where you've been. And we try to bring these people up to front, and through our reconciliation reporting, we can do multiple exchanges, jump into your API, jump into your CSV, and we can have all that information reconciling for people doing volumes from anywhere from 1,000 transactions a year, all the way up to 1 million transactions. So we got the ability to basically collate all that data, give you in real time what your numbers are, and figure out what your tax obligation is, and do the filings and do the bookkeeping process as best we can to make sure that you're making the best decisions for your crypto, for your money, for your assets, for your clients, for whoever it is that you're managing wealth and assets for. We're the kind of people that you want to come and work with because we're traditional and we're digital. Stuart, our founder, is one of the most amazing guys. He's really went out on a limb and moved from traditional to create full stack. So obviously being full stack, coming from the word developer, means both front end and back end. And I think you could kind of say this is a similar kind of case because the back end being traditional is what we really do, and the front end obviously being the newer stuff, the digital stuff. And we're having a lot of...
So it's a full stack.
It's a full stack, mate. Anyways, boys, I won't plug you guys too much, but follow these guys and I'll leave you to it.
Legend.
Subscribe as well.
Yeah, I'll subscribe for sure. Yeah, nice. I've just got to get back to work, eh? Right. Take it easy.
Thanks, Jacob. Hey, that's fun.
That was cool.
We need more people to drop by.
Yeah, look, that's what it was like all day yesterday as well. We had, I think, total about 16 people drop in.
Like they always say, there's a few characters
Yeah.
to the realms of robots, and you boys are one of a kind. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was a good plug.
That was fun.
You got to just come forward a bit. I look very large compared to you. Maybe I am large compared to you, but I probably shouldn't have chosen white. I should have chosen black, which is slimming, but that's fine.
Gone the blue today. So conferences, IR. You either go the IR. Well, it's just a mirror image. You either go the white with the blue, or you go the blue with the white.
Yeah, but my shoes kind of match. Nothing.
Yeah, I always go the conference merch for me.
What have you got? What kind of shoes are they?
That's Suko's.
Oh, nice.
If you're doing a long week of conferencing, you have to get shoes that are comfortable.
Yeah.
And these are probably the most comfortable. The Japanese, the Tiger ones, and Onitsuka, I think they're called. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correct, but they are the most comfy shoes. Because all day long you get a bit of a sore back because when you drive a desk most of your life, then standing all day is always hard work.
Well,
you need comfy shoes.
These shoes look good, but are not comfortable long term. Like yesterday, I did 27,000 steps.
Nice.
Even though I was sitting for most of it, I did a lot of walking, and I came home and the feet were killing me. So
there was I watched what was the name that Michael Jordan documentary that was on Netflix? What was it called?
I can't tell you.
It was huge. It was awesome. It was like a 3-part series on Michael Jordan, and it was. I'm sure lots of people have seen it, but what happened was once he made all that money on his shoe deal. Instead of wearing like the latest shoes, he wore some of his classic Jordans.
Yep.
And he wore them to play. I guess it was a marketing thing. And he afterwards, his feet were wrecked.
Wow.
And obviously, he is an athletic dude who's putting a lot of force into his feet and all this kind of stuff. And he walked off, and he's like, and his feet were wrecked. He's like, "What have I done? I don't know if I can play tomorrow." So you need good shoes out there.
Well, as far as Jordans go, you need a good week or two of wearing them in before they are even comfortable. Like I took these to America straight out of the box.
Well, I've got a pair of Jordans. I've got a green pair. I love green, but like, man, I can't wear them because like I don't want to wear them. I don't want to wear them out, but I need to wear them a little bit to wear them in.
You have to wear them in for at least a week before they'll be comfortable enough.
So they get like max like a night worth of.
Well,
like,
my most comfortable shoes that I've got are actually Reebok pumps, and we went through a Reebok pump phase at work.
Yes, we
actually,
did.
it was just three of us.
Three of us. My Reebok pumps, I love them. We'll talk about like what was the hallmark of being rich as a kid?
Yeah, well, because like
having Reebok pumps.
That's
because
right.
like they were the stupidest thing that ever happened, but you wanted them.
But you believed that you could jump higher by pumping
dude.
yourself up before any athletic event.
And when I got them, and I was just like, man, I mean, they didn't make me any more athletic.
You know, kid logic. So I thought that if I put tiny little springs that I took out of pens, you know, you can have those loaded springs inside pens. I took 6 of them out and put 3 on each shoe and like put it into the sole. I'm like, just before a race, I'm like, I'm going to be the best. And like I fell over straight away because it just made my shoes uneven. That's my story. We've got some CEOs and founders behind us. Well, our own, I guess.
I was trying to convince Jess from CoinTree to come and join us.
Oh yeah.
She said she would, but then we had Jacob stop by, so maybe she's gone to lunch. But we'll get her next. And other people, I'm sure other people will join. I
also started the stream even on 50% battery, just because Mr. Shu said he wants to come on straight away. That's all right. We'll jump him on later. We had, if you were watching the earlier stream, we had was it Sam? Oh, I've forgotten the name now.
Sam McDonald.
Yeah, Sam from CCI. He joined. Some great alpha there. If you want to go back and watch the previous stream. But yeah, I'm just going to grab my mouse so I can see there are some YouTubers watching. So
I'll just sit here awkwardly.
Yeah.
With no one to talk to. Hello, you.
I figured out that I could actually just sit here rather than jumping forwards and backwards every time. Hey, Kaza, come and say hi.
What's going on, everyone? How are we?
This is the newest addition to bitcoin.com.au. We're going to call you, can we use your full name?
Whatever you want.
Nicholas Kazakis, is that right?
Yes.
Is your background Greek?
Greek background.
Oh, I couldn't tell by the name. How's the bitcoin.com.au stand?
It's going very well. We've been very successful today. We're having a lot of people coming past, asking questions, wanting to know what we do and who we are. But it's been going great.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's been non-stop Bitcoin hats and Bitcoin bags walking by.
Yeah, exactly right. Everywhere you look, there's bitcoin.com.au hats and bags going past. So I think we did a good job there.
So I heard from Little Birdie we were trying to get a Sydney Swans person to come along and help. Are they heading up here today or?
Unfortunately not. He's out of Sydney, but stay tuned. Hopefully next time.
Okay, so that news just in. Sydney Swans won't do well next year, so no, that's great. And so, how many tote bags do you reckon you've handed out so far?
I reckon we're probably close to 5,500. So you'll see them all around the city.
5,500
bags did I hit?
Wow. We have 6,000 to give out.
I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot.
You've given out 5,500 bags. I know another guy who does similar.
A Bitcoin bag.
And what about hats?
Hats, we're out. Completely out.
Completely out of hats. And like, you see just normies wearing these bright orange hats everywhere. So if you see, and that's an amazing shirt, can I just say? Bitcoin.com.au with a nutritional information of Bitcoin. Look, can I just turn it around for a second? We've got serving size is 100 million sats per serving, 100% decentralization, 21 million supply, 2009 was a Genesis block, and 95% already mined. Daily recommended intake is 450 Bitcoin. What do you mean daily recommended take? Is that how many Bitcoin are mined per day?
Okay.
Is that the amount
That's how much you should be accumulating per day.
I don't think I can afford 450 Bitcoin a day. Maybe back in 2010.
Especially if we're not paying you anything.
That's why you've got to trade with independent reserve. That's why you're going to get your 450 Bitcoin a day.
I like it. Very well done.
Thanks, Sharon.
Thank you for dropping in.
No
So if you do come to the AusCryptoCon 2025, day 2, the first thing you'll see as you walk in is a giant inflatable bull, anatomically correct.
Anatomically correct.
Well, sorry?
Yes, it's anatomically correct.
So
And
like,
SwiftX has the anatomically correct backhand looking straight at it. So they've managed to set up directly behind the ball.
it wasn't on purpose, but yeah, we do have. If you've ever been to Wall Street in New York City, there's the Good Luck Bull, and everyone goes in there and touches a specific part of the bull.
luck.
And we've got the same thing here, just in case you want some good luck on your Bitcoin returns. There's also, actually at the front, there's also the hand passing station. So we've got.
So Adrian said he won. He got 9 in a row.
Is Adrian coming first?
Adrian's coming first.
So you can win $500 worth of Bitcoin right now if you come to the AusCryptoCon and can beat the standing record of 5 consecutive fist hand passes.
I think Adrian owns it with 9. Yeah.
What?
He said he got 9 in a row.
Yeah. So if you can beat that,
He said, oh, yeah, yes.
if you can beat the 9, you'll walk away with $500 worth of Bitcoin, which is it's a lot. It's a lot. It's more than I own. I'm just kidding. No, I didn't accidentally, but I just went on a trip to the US and then followed by Bali, and I sold all of my Bitcoin to help finance that trip. Wasn't a lot, I'll be honest, but right before that big dip. So some might say I was inspired, others might say I was broke.
You going to buy it back?
Oh yeah. I've actually put some in this morning. Not a lot, but what I can afford. So yeah.
Your holiday was 30% cheaper than it would have been if you did.
Well, that's right. I was speaking to a guy, first person off the ranks this morning, who said that he sold 0.2 Bitcoin on October the 5th to buy a colleague's car, like a car off of his colleague, and then it all dropped, and then he went and bought 0.15 back again recently, and so the car is effectively 40 grand cheaper. So that's not a bad way of looking at it.
Yeah. My Bitcoin's not for selling. I hold it. I stuck it away. Forget it's there.
What about your ohm? Do you still have your ohm?
Unfortunately, I don't think I can. Well, I might be stuck with that forever. Luckily, blockchains last forever, so I guess I'll have my own much longer than I'll exist.
I was actually, when we were talking...
My intergenerational, maybe I'll have a descendant of my kids. Maybe the own will be worth something then.
You know, I was saying to someone else earlier today, I was saying that in 2023, I bought 2 ledgers and put a whole bunch of altcoins on there for my kids for posterity. And now it's worth about a fourth of what it was. I'm like, you can just imagine handing it over.
You're at 75%. That's not bad.
I'll be like, thanks, Dad, for the $20.
That's like a huge outperformance of the rest of the altcoin bag. It's down 99%.
Well, I was actually looking at it. I'm going, my favorite coin, which is Cardano.
Do you know why though, Jared? Why is Cardano your favorite?
I liked the fact that it mirrored Bitcoin in its fixed supply. I also liked the fact that it was the first proof of stake coin, well before Ethereum. It was something like 4% energy intensive from Bitcoin. I also liked the fact that, yes, they were slow to get smart contracts and programmability. I liked that it was mostly, it was very academic led. There was a lot of proofs, there was a lot of papers, peer-reviewed papers done on its development, and they're slow and steady. They haven't reaped the rewards of that yet, but there are a lot of OGs which still believe in the message. Why they may have transitioned a little bit with their midnight token and stuff like that, I still believe in the project. Maybe just not the price.
And mate, the easiest way to get some price action is to sell it, because then, as you know, then it'll go up.
That's right. But I was saying that to Sam from CCI was saying that he believes that altcoins still have a second life coming up, as long as they have a use case. If they don't have a use case, they're a fan token at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at 12 months ago, my favorite token was at about 32 cents Australian. Even today, it's more than double that. And we're on the down, we're at the bottom of this trench. So look, it's not all bad.
It's really difficult though. I think the real challenge for a lot of altcoins, there's plenty of altcoins out there. There's always a period of time where anyone can raise money, and every random altcoin out there gets funding, and they don't really have a business use case. They just kind of raise enough funding during times when times are good to kind of just exist for a while.
Yep.
But fundamentally, you're going to have to make a profit at some point. You're going to have to have some traction at some point. You're going to have a real world use case that people are like, this is why I buy this thing. It does something for me.
Actually, speaking
Right?
of...
And a lot of them won't ever get there.
Sorry, random flies flying around here. Speaking of coins that don't really have the... Okay, I'm being accosted by a fly.
There is a bug like running around your head there. Yes, got him.
Did I?
It looked like it.
You know, you can tell this is live by what's going on here. Oh. All right, look.
I'll shoot it for you.
Okay, so we actually had a whole bunch of comments on a video we did a couple months ago, just come through this morning, on Texit coin.
I texted, I know. People are going to be people that love it, and maybe...
So I did a bit more research into it during our off time during the stream, and they have a really big MLM style marketing push. Now, for those that don't know, MLM or multi-level marketing is a very Americanized...
It's a fancy word for saying scam your friends.
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. I mean, even within crypto...
Also, pyramid scheme, yes. Multi-level marketing or
it's a way where
pyramid.
your coin will do well if you get other people to buy it. Well, duh, that's how all coins work. But there's... Not only is there's no blockchain explorer. It's completely centralized. There's a whole bunch of things which are red flags to any normal crypto OG. And I had a look at the price. So it was biggest during token. It peaked probably about 3 days after token. Then it fell sharply. Then it had a resurgence at, mind you, around the same time that Bitcoin hit its all-time high. And now it's back again in the toilet. And we've got some absolute fanboys in the comments about our Texas coin video saying, maybe do your research before you comment. And I'm like, well, I mean, I did my research.
There was I can't remember what it was called. There was and we see it occasionally. I still think to this day, like multi-level marketing schemes, pyramid schemes are technically not illegal, but to me, they feel like they're one of the most insidious ways to really grift people for a number of reasons. That there's more than enough evidence that suggests that multi-level marketing schemes don't work out because eventually the pyramid schemes, the people at the top probably do make some money. Now there was a group, I can't remember the name of it, but I remember dealing with them. I remember having to kick a bunch of them off the exchange because we're not participating in this. We're effectively...
Third mic I was just turning off because it might pick up conversation over there.
Sensible. And so basically what happened, this guy had come in and he had a network and he wanted everyone to participate in this multi-level marketing scheme, something to do with gold, I can't remember.
Right.
But the people who were running it had been kicked out of various places before. Groups like Chain Analysis it was getting pings everywhere. You had to send your USDT or whatever to this dodgy website to buy this crappy token, then scam your friends and all this kind of shit. And you took one look at this thing and went, no way, this is bad. I remember the guy who I was dealing with was absolutely livid when we were like, we can't, sorry, we cannot send anymore. We're not sending to this exchange. It's been hit, it's dodgy. Just stop it. We're not participating, And it was like, and I remember sort of showing the evidence was kind of like, hey man, Chain Analysis said it's like a no-go. Like there were regulators, a bunch of US regulators, South African regulators have all said this is a multi-level marketing scheme and advising, citizens to be wary of it. The guys who were running it at the top had all been chased out of places and had been known for rug pulling their users. Like all the red signs were there. And luckily it was only a couple of people, but I remember I told this guy, I said no. And he was filthy with us. He was so filthy with us, right? And he was so filthy with us. And he's like, you got to know what you're doing. Who are these Chain Analysis people anyway?
An industry leader.
And there was all these articles. And it was so bad, when you look at articles, it's there's heaps of articles proving this is a scam, or not a scam. And it's I looked at the articles he was referring to.
They're written by them?
They were written by the people running it and posted on a fake thing. Anyway, TLDR, it was a scam.
Yep.
Right? And he got rug pulled and everyone lost their money. And what was really bad about it was the people you get into it, this is the bit that I have the most difficult with. It's let's say you like Texit coin, or maybe not, I won't use Texit coin because I don't know enough about it, but let's say you're involved in this scheme and you come to me and I'm like, I like Jared, I trust Jared, and you are unwittingly participating.
Exactly right.
And so I trust you, so I'm
I'm the verification.
You're my verification, you're my social proof. And so people are going inadvertently and getting their friends wrecked. And that's what's really bad. And then all of a sudden it gets wrecked and you're even now, I don't want to tell my friends what to do and what to do because I want them to make their own decisions because I don't want to be responsible in case it goes wrong. Because I don't want to ruin my friendships. But these people are out there like profiting off their friendships. And when it goes wrong, it's kind of like, hang on, we're all both wrecked, but you made money off me in the process? That's messed up.
And that's what you see in those MLMs. Like, I actually got dialed into one of those when I was younger. when I was younger, I was more open to activity, which would probably get me arrested these days. But I remember one of my friends called me up really shady, even from a private number, but I knew who it was. Like, he said, "Hey man, I've got an opportunity to make some money. Do you trust me?" And I'm like, "Well, I guess." And I'm like, "Well, what is it?" He's like, "I can't tell you over the phone." And so obviously my mind instantly went to some kind of weekend activity which involves things that we shouldn't talk about on stream. And I said, "You know what? All right, I'm interested. I'm at uni. I'm poor." So he goes, "Meet me at the corner of this street and this street in Parramatta." I'm like, "This is definitely what I think it is." I get there, he's wearing a suit, and I'm like, "What is going on here?" And he's like, "Come with me." Takes me into the ballroom of the Ridges Hotel in Parramatta. He sits us in the auditorium, and all of a sudden out comes a guy, and like the first 10 rows stand up, like, "Yeah, woo, yeah." And yeah, it was basically Amway, but rebranded.
Oh, yeah.
And
well, here's the thing, right? Because multi-level marketing itself is just like sort of a social proof. You get people to help you sell. And so, I mean, Tupperware like parties were like that, right? But you got a physical good. People were selling Tupperware. And so, like, your friend who was like going, "Hey, I'm selling you Tupperware." You're like, "Hey, I need some Tupperware." And you're like, but you see your friends making money, then you can make it. But it's like, so the actual kind of the idea of that, sell to your friends and then sell something, which is fine if the underlying product is a real thing. But often, like in the case of these other ones, the same phenomenon is happening in terms of people buying off their friends, but the top level guys are pure like grifters, scammers, con artists. But they can convince enough people to spread this BS through multi-levels of friendships, and that's when it gets really nasty.
Well, I also saw it, I don't know if you ever got exposed to the Kangen water ionizer.
No, I missed that one.
Okay, so I had a bunch of friends into it, and the wellness space is full of this kind of stuff. Because people that seek out alternative healthcare are willing to accept things that aren't traditional, are willing to accept poor scientific results and sort of thing. And so for a while, probably in 2019, 2020, a bunch of my friends who are more prone to the 5G causes chemtrails sort of scams, they were out there selling these water alkalizing ionizer machines, basically water filters, which they'd buy for $900 and then sell for $4,500 to their friends.
Yeah.
But they don't even make that profit difference. They still got to hand over the $1,500 commission each time, and then they also have to buy 4 of these machines up front. So straight off the bat, they're down $3,000, and then they have to really push with this really kind of woo science to try and sell them. And every time someone tried to approach me with it, I'm like, "Man, you're getting scammed." And they're like, no, this has changed my life. I'm like, "But you've still got Crohn's disease," which they said you could fix anyway. So I don't know. I'm very cynical.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm very cynical. So I anytime anyone calls, I'm like, "This is a scam first."
So how much Texacoin do you own now?
None. Well, interestingly, we don't sell Texacoin on Independent Reserve because we only sell legitimate coins.
Well, the people who told me about it said that they talked up the mining rewards and yada yada yada, and they were keen to chase me up. They were probably the most eagerest of all the people to continue to follow me up. I told them no straight away.
Well, I read a thread today on isitascam.com, or Is It a Scam subreddit, and it was referred to by quite a few people, and it had something like 40-something upvotes as a leave the US coin.
Yeah.
So you make up enough money and then escape the US.
The idea is, was it? I thought it was, okay, was that what it's for? I don't know. I don't know nothing about it, so I can't really say. But yeah, I don't know, like if your friend's telling you something and your friend's making money, if your friends are telling you, "Hey man, this is an awesome thing," and you go and do it and they're not profiting off you doing that thing.
But there's also the tendency of people to overestimate what they're making or over-exaggerate, what they're making. And you find this with like a lot of people where they say, "I'm making this much off this or other," and most of the time minus 20 to 30%, and that's more closer to the real number.
Yeah.
They almost want to tell themselves that they're doing better than they are.
Yeah.
Who have we got?
No, I thought I could see Jess. I asked Jess Rendon from the CEO from CoinTree, who's...
I reckon Adrian will jump on.
He looks comfortable. I won't back him yet. I'll let the people choose. People can self-select.
We've got close to 100 people watching.
Hey, 100 people. Nice to see 100 people.
So if you are on YouTube, make
Leave
sure
us a comment so we can talk to you guys.
Yeah. We just got it to a milestone on X where it's now giving us live chat.
Oh, no way.
You need to have a certain thing. I haven't filled out the registration, but it came up saying you're now eligible. But if you are on YouTube, make sure you chuck through some comments. Hey
Lily, come and join.
So we've got Lily from Independent Reserve. She's our email guru. Say hi.
Hi there. Hope everyone's
See
having
proof that
enjoying
there are actual
themselves.
females in crypto.
Yeah,
exactly.
there are women in crypto.
There's 3 of them, but like.
No, like we've got just in our office. There's like 10. Isn't that no? 1, 2, 6, 7. And then like about 500 in Singapore. How are you enjoying AusCryptoCon?
It's incredible, even though it's been a rocky couple of weeks, but getting some really, really good insight.
But everyone that's here today has been saying that it doesn't matter about the markets. Everyone's been around here a few cycles, and
Hey Joe.
The diamond hands are still
Joe's
here.
Joe's been lingering with intent. Joe, jump on in. You can take my spot.
No.
I need to go to the bathroom. So
Okay, sure.
I will be back.
Well, because I'm bigger, I'm going to sit on this side. Actually, no. I'll stay here. I just realised that Hey.
Hey, cut. Are we live?
We are live.
We're live,
Straight away. There's no introduction. You should be right if it's about this far away.
Yeah, awesome.
There's a lot of background noise, but that's okay. Now,
Hello, anyone watching?
this should be, there's at least 100 people on.
Awesome.
So everyone should be very familiar with this face. It's been on the Independent Reserve podcast before. I haven't interviewed you directly before.
There you go.
But
That's exciting.
I did speak to your colleague Sam earlier before. Yep. That was a great chat.
Yep.
How you doing?
Awesome, mate. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me on, as always.
Of course.
To...
For everyone that doesn't know, and not many people shouldn't, but this is Joe Shu, founder and CEO of CCI, is that right?
Crypto
Consulting Institute.
Bit of a mouthful, I know.
That's okay. Look, don't click off this stream, but once we're done here, go back and watch, I think it was episode 27 of our podcast, I think.
It was a long one. It was nearly 2 hours.
It was one of our longest. I think there's only been one longer since, and I've cut that down, so I think you're still the longest. But if you want a crypto chat that goes into all areas of life, spirituality, TA, everything, go watch that. You'll come out of it feeling refreshed and smarter.
Awesome. Thanks, mate. Wow, it was a great session.
Yeah, so how you been? How's things been since the last time we spoke?
Mate, everything's going well. It's a very busy end of year, so I'm kind of hanging on, waiting to get through it. Obviously, this event down at the Blockchain Awards next week. Then I'm speaking at another event on the 1st of December in the Gold Coast.
Yep.
Then we've got our yacht party on the 7th of December. We've got a private event on the 6th with some of our other clients. Then I go to Manila to pitch our new Dubai fund that we're launching.
Cool.
So it's like one thing after another.
How is the market in the Philippines?
So we're really well connected over there. We know a lot of super wealthy families. And they're basically going to be investing into our Dubai fund because we have an Aussie fund, which has been going over 2.5 years, nearly 3 years now. But the problem with that is international investors investing here have to pay maximum tax rate.
Right.
So they don't want to invest here because of that. So that's why we're now launching our international fund. So we've got one of the guys that I'm running it with. He used to manage the Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund.
Okay.
100 billion. So he's my partner, or one of my partners in the new fund that we're launching over there. So he's got a ton of contacts there. I've got a ton of contacts throughout Manila. Or the Philippines, and then we've got clients from the US and different jurisdictions around the world. We've got a few investors in our current fund from Singapore that are like, come on, help us get out of here. So it's a really awesome opportunity, and what perfect time in a market, right? Not necessarily suggesting that I'm going to be buying instantly. I want to wait. I'm a confirmation trader. I want to wait for a trend reversal, change of direction, inflows from ETFs, all the things that Sammy was probably talking about earlier, so I don't repeat myself. But Yeah.
I didn't want to steal any alpha from Sam before, so I didn't ask him exactly where the market's going or what he's looking for.
Ask me any question you want to ask me. I'll fire away with everything.
We'll get there. Trust me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wanted to ask you about the blockies.
Yes.
So next Friday in Melbourne, I believe.
Yep.
You're up for
4 awards.
4 awards. Which ones are they?
Blockchain Education Company of the Year, Blockchain Leader, Community Leader, and Blockchain Business.
Okay, cool. All right, so I don't think it's
quite
any of the categories we're involved in, so there's no competition here at all. I'm still waiting for them to add in Blockchain Streamer of the Year. And, if there's anyone out there that's watching, vote for me. We had Amy Rose on
awesome.
yesterday,
Yeah, cool.
and she said, you should come down and stream it. I said, well, are you buying my flights and my hotel? And
that could be good.
The jury's out on that one, so we'll see if that can happen. But
that would be a really good thing to have everyone set up something like this.
Yeah. So and the DECA conference, she's locked me in to stream that one as well. So.
Awesome.
There
will
could
you
be
be down next week?
Probably not for blockies.
Right.
I'd like to, but. Trying to convince the missus to let me go away for 2 weekends in a row is a little bit difficult. But if you're watching at home, babe, I love you. But yeah, okay. Well, good luck for all 4 of those, unless we're competing in the blockchain business one. I'm not sure. All right. So, market sentiment not great, but you couldn't tell by here.
Let's be more specific around the market sentiment. So. The Fear and Greed Index, which I'm sure a lot of people are aware of what that is, it's the lowest it's been since the FTX collapse.
Is it 10 at the moment?
It was 11 that I saw the other day. It might have gone below. So that in itself signifies the general sentiment of the market. Now, we're here at a crypto conference. Everyone's involved in crypto. Everyone's probably invested in crypto. Therefore, the sentiment in this environment is going to be different. But there's still probably a lot of retail participants here that didn't have a strategy, that didn't manage any risk, that were too heavily involved in shitcoins, and they've ridden it down, and now their eyes are bleeding, you might say.
Right.
So I think the message for anyone that's listening from here is, if you are in that situation, number one, you have to be really honest with yourself and reflect, why did you get here? Is it because you didn't have the knowledge and education? Is it because you were following the wrong influencers? Is it because you were following the influencers that told you what to do and then they weren't there when you needed to know what next to do? So the whole business of CCI and what we've built is freedom, to empower people with the knowledge, the insights, the strategies, the data, so they don't have to rely on me or anyone else. That's true freedom as a market, being able to participate in the market in the right way. So I think what you don't want to do here is be buying the dip, because the dip was at 95k and then the dip went to 90k and now we're at 85 or 84k and then we could easily hit down to 70k. If MicroStrategy or some of the bigger institutions start imploding here because their average cost base is 76k, 80k, whatever it is, the strain on those guys, they're obviously going to have to start offloading and potentially capitulate themselves. So what does that cause? Is that the next leg down? We don't know.
Right.
So my advice for anyone is don't buy the dip. Wait for the confirmation of the trend reversal of higher, high, higher, low formations. Wait to see the ETF flows coming back in. Wait to see the institutional flows. Like as an example, I was saying on another podcast, at the minute we are negative 265% of the Bitcoin that's being produced every day is being sold by institutions and through ETFs. So if 900 Bitcoin's being issued every day, new issuance, 265% of that, so let's say 2,000 something, is being sold every day through ETFs and institutions.
Right.
So if you see the outflows of that, then you've got the long-term holders, 155 days or longer, and the outflows of those guys has been over 1 million now since June. They're the holders. That's where all of the value is being held in the market.
Right.
So if you're seeing the outflows from all of those guys, and the sentiment is low, it doesn't matter if the sentiment's low. The outflow is still there. So if the outflow is still happening, until that really dampens down and we see a confirmed bottom, which means new inflows, change in market structure, and some sort of stability, but then on top of that you have the macro picture, liquidity. If we go through and we stay at interest rates on the current levels in December 11th, then that's just another signal to the market, which the liquidity is still not easing, and for risk assets to improve, you need liquidity.
So out of the US, where there's been signaled that quantitative easing's finished, how long do you think will that reversal take to impact the markets, or is it obviously there's more in play?
Sorry, the reversal
of quantitative easing.
So we're in some form of neutral. We're transitioning out the tightening into some sort of neutral phase now, and there was some expectations. Let's say 96.6% was the probability of interest rate cut December 11th, a couple of months ago, month ago, whatever it was, and then that went down to 70, then 50, now 32, or whatever it is. So I think whilst we are transitioning out, there's still that uncertainty phase that we're going through right now, where if we're in that uncertain phase, then you don't want to really be taking too much action here as an investor, and you want to be patient and wait for the change to come. We don't know. Inflation figures come out the day before, on the 10th. And Jerome Powell's been 100% consistent, and I really respect him, because the whole way through, his message is inflation's still elevated, we need to wait for confirmation of a downtrend before we can take more action in the market. And it was steady, and it was gradually reducing before, and we got down to 3%. So they were doing the right thing, they started to cut. And it's not just about cutting, it's about increasing money, M2 expansion and stuff. So it's not just revolving around interest rates, but that's obviously a factor.
Yep.
So as we start seeing the data come out, he said the same thing in the FOMC meeting the other day, that if the inflation numbers are still elevated and unemployment's not catastrophic, they will maintain interest rates. But if the data comes out positive, then they can start cutting interest rates and have a continuation. I know Bloomberg analysts still expect a cut, but to me, you have to wait for the data, and that's on the 10th is the big next release.
I was seeing online on Twitter this morning that unemployment has been rising to about 4.4% in the US. I'm not confirmed 100%, but that doesn't look amazing for the numbers. Do you? When I was speaking to Sam earlier, he said that your fund is looking to expand to include traditional stocks and other commodities as well, possibly.
To an extent, so we, through our investment fund that we got right now in Oz, we can invest in cryptocurrencies.
Yep.
So if there's tokenized gold, then we can invest in tokenized gold. So one thing that we did really well was we started selling significantly around 100K and just before, and we started moving significantly into gold and also USDT to hedge on the way down. So that's where we've held up really buoyant in our portfolio, because a lot of other people are in shitcoins, or they've just had diamond hands and they're riding Bitcoin all the way down. And that's why I started the fund in the first place. I had a number of our clients through our education company saying, hey, I'm interested in you managing our assets, or do you know another fund? And we didn't have a fund at that point in time. So I said, I can talk to, I'm not going to name names, but I spoke to a number of different funds. And when I spoke to them, they either had a model of rebalancing, so they held specific altcoins that they selected, and every month they rebalanced.
Right.
So let's say it was 50% BTC, 20% in Solana, and that was our model. And I was like, well, what if the market implodes? What if it goes to expand? And I was like, that's clearly broken. There's other models where they buy and they hold and they never sell.
Right.
And that to me is also a broken model. And then there's a ton that are in super highly speculative altcoins like seed round access and all this stuff. So I said, all of your models are broken. We need a model that's perfectly in the middle, where it can be dynamic, where it can have 100% exposure to Bitcoin at core points of the market, can have 10% exposure to Bitcoin at maybe core points of the market. So it's a really dynamic investment strategy, but you invest in the performers and the outperformers. Unfortunately, not much has been Bitcoin, so we've been predominantly in Bitcoin. But then gold started being Bitcoin, so we started investing in gold. Now USDT's effectively beating Bitcoin, so you invest in USDT.
Yeah.
So that's what's helped us perform incredibly well and given us the opportunity to expand globally.
So it might not be your wheelhouse, but I wanted to ask. I've been asking everyone about. There's a perception that that AI has taken a lot of the shine off this cycle. It's taken a lot of the attention away from crypto this cycle. What are your thoughts on Nvidia, its performance versus its recent numbers report? Is it a bubble? Is it a lie? Are you expecting something? Or if you don't know, say you don't know.
No, absolutely, and I'm very level-headed around that. I know when to say I'm not sure, but so the way that I would explain this NFTs,
Yep.
DeFi, anything that is in a hype like AI and crypto.
Yep.
What did they do? They all went through, oh my God, this is the next best thing. Everyone needs to buy it. A bank paid, what, 150 million for an NFT piece?
Yep.
Through the peak of it?
Oh, the Beeple one?
Yeah.
Yep.
So what I would say is everything is a form of bubble because it swings from the hopium to oversold. And that's the extremity of any market, right? When everything's hot, like Rolexes through COVID went up significantly in value.
Okay.
And it's because people weren't traveling and they were like, I want to buy a Rolex because now I've got disposable income because I'm not spending an extra 20 G's a year on travel, so I'll invest in a Rolex. So that was a bubble. And then after COVID, people were able to travel again and the value of Rolexes started going down. So my message to anyone really watching and listening is the data centers, the chips, the quantum computing is the clear vision of the future. And we are riding that wave up. But we're in that overexpansion phase where things become overvalued and then they go through contraction. And it's the same with Bitcoin, same with Ethereum. They go through that overexpansion and then they go through the under contraction. I think crypto, because of the extent of the market cap being fairly small, goes through bigger pullbacks or has done in the past. And that somewhat, it's not necessarily similar to Nvidia, but if you look at the Magnificent Seven, they are propping up the entire market.
It's true.
And at some point, if that does turn over, there is going to be a catastrophic downturn. So what I would say to that is, I think they're making the most out of why the market's hot and they are shining in this time, and that's fantastic. But when that market stops shining and there's challenges with regulation or trying to ban this, or there's a shift towards new chips or something, or like quantum has overridden this, so therefore that something can happen and you can see a really significant change in the market like that, exactly like the NFT bubble, exactly like the DeFi bubble, exactly like the Bitcoin bubbles that we go through. So everything, I would say, goes through these swings of overvalue to undervalue. So without making specific commentary on the performance of Nvidia against our earnings and stuff, and like we all know the PE ratio, the MVT ratio for the crypto world, it tells you when the market's overvalued and undervalued, and it's pretty accurate typically. So that's what we're seeing. If the PE ratio is skewed, then it will always come back, like the market always comes back to the 200-day moving average. So do our egos.
It's interesting because I read, and I'm not sure if this is a conspiracy theory or it's fact, but I mean, the way I saw it did look a little bit dodgy, but it was saying that NVIDIA's counting sales that they haven't been paid for yet. And so on their earnings sheet or their projections, they've got, let's say 200, I don't know the numbers, but $200 billion worth of sales. OpenAI has promised to pay $10 billion worth, but they've had to borrow $5 billion from Microsoft, who's borrowed $5 billion from DeepSeek. And it's a circular economy of we owe you, and so there's a giant bubble of unbought chips and no one's getting paid. And so they're saying that, when they came out and did this amazing new quarterly projection with a 5% bump followed by a 19% crash, they're saying that that's because the algorithms detected the BS before the human traders could. And human traders are about 30 to 90 days behind the curve because they're believing the hype. So, not sure if that's true, but I love talking about it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you put this stuff on people's radar, right, and you start the conversation, and people now are smart enough to go out and do their own due diligence and research. And if people aren't doing the research, then if you're relying on someone else to make future financial decisions for you, you give your power away, right? So it's really important to do further due diligence around everything. But I can certainly see how there's many things that are pieced together here, and if one thing has a hairline crack, then the damn wall explodes open kind of thing.
We're seeing that a lot in, the 1010 crash was a very similar situation where all these systems that relied on each other, you have one crack and it caused a massive liquidation event and a cascade of things not working. Let's go back to CCI.
Yes.
What's coming up apart from the Manila pitch?
Yeah, so we've got a few things coming up. So we have one thing that I'm really proud about with CCI and how I think we separate ourselves from all education companies is our clients actually get results. And what I mean by that is we've created over $56 million in client profits, but we have 27 verified millionaires.
Wow.
And through that, we're running an exclusive lawn bowls event for those guys, which is the pre-yacht party. So I'm giving out all this $1 million merch. We've made our own NFT line, which then when they access that, it gives them private access to an exclusive $1 million group, which they get lifetime access to, and all these other exclusive things that we do with them. And then the day after, we've got our big yacht party. So it's a 400-person yacht party up on the GC, which you're welcome to come along to.
Oh, thank you.
And,
I'll live stream it? No,
it'd be great to have you there. And that's really our customers, our partners. My dad's coming from the UK, which would be amazing.
Awesome.
And it's a really nice way for us to celebrate and recognise just the existence of what CCI has built, because we've been doing it 10 years now, but also our way to recognise the relationships and things that we built with other people in the industry. And that's why I love coming here and seeing the Independent Reserve, because you guys started just before we did.
Yep.
And it's amazing, I've known you guys for so long, and coming here and chatting with Adrian and the guys, it's a breath of fresh air, because I think there's a lot of new market entrants who are really misaligned and they follow the money, where I think the people that are in it at the grassroots did it because they wanted to really shine the light on crypto, because they believed in what it was doing and how it was really helping to grow and expand the space. So,
well, I find as well, walking around the conference, you can almost vibe those kind of companies out. If they're grabbing you and trying to sell you something straight away, I'm averse to that kind of thing. I'm super cynical. But our stall here is just chairs. Just have a chat.
Just chill.
You cannot buy anything from us. We
yeah.
can't. We have zero registration. We're not trying to do anything other than just chat.
Just here hanging out.
And that's exactly what this is. This is just
awesome.
giving everyone a platform.
I think that's why people really value Independent Reserve, right? You have different styles of exchange, and you've got it's no different to crypto. You've got like the Bitcoin. You could say you guys are like the Bitcoin, in it since the beginning.
Yep.
Have solid foundations, good values, like not decentralized, but with that kind of vision and value system. And then you've got the exchanges that are listing 10,000 cryptos, and they've got advanced like trading pairs and all these different things on there that are probably not in the best interest of the users, but they make money from it.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. You guys have very few pairs on your site because you really vet the cryptos that you want on there. So it's just the way that,
Look out, we have a process for listing, and it takes months. We are so, I hate to say, but we are so behind
rigorous.
even Trump coin, for example, when it came out, every exchange had it within the next day.
Yeah, literally.
And we took a month or two. We had to do a full risk compliance thing, and while we obviously know it's a meme coin, we had to make sure that we were covered and that people were protected before listing it. And we would never push anything that would get people in trouble. And look, yes, the price followed exactly where we thought it would, but we had to make sure we had to cross our T's and dot our I's first.
Yeah.
And you'd be the same. You wouldn't recommend anything without 100% looking into it first.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you say recommend stuff, I only recommend platforms or like tax agents or anything like that I've personally used.
Sure.
And that's really important to have that understanding of this is how the platform works, and I align with it or I don't, or whatever it is. So I think that's a really essential part of what you're doing. You have to only recommend stuff that you truly believe in. But when it comes to, say, something like recommending cryptos, to me it's like, here's the setup, here's what we see, but here's the different risk profiles and here's the different strategies, and you align to what's right for you, and you take action based on that for you. It's not like everyone needs to be buying Solana here because it's down $120. It's like, well, no, is that the right approach? If you're a long-term trader and you're only dollar cost averaging, should you be dollar cost averaging in Solana right now? Maybe not.
Yeah.
So that's where I think the education world that I see in crypto is they really try to push what's going to get us clicks, what's going to get us sign-ups, what's going to get us customers, where to me it's what's going to get customer results, what's going to make sure that they're here still in 10 years' time like I am, rather than let's see if we can try to shield and grow our business. It's a very different approach.
I guess the lazy businesses are the ones that say, buy now or buy this or buy that, whereas you're more, I guess, what's the best way of putting it? you're more taking a person's goals in mind. There's a psychology of trading.
Yeah.
I think we spoke about that on the podcast as well. That you're not there to offer advice on what and when. It's more tailoring appetites to. Help me out here. I'm just.
to the strategies. But like, don't get me wrong, we do talk about what and when as well.
Yeah.
But that's part of like, here's what I see in the market based on data. This data set, this data set, this data set, this is what it tells me, this is what I can see.
You're backing up your claim.
As a high-risk investor, this. As a mid-risk investor, this. If you're low-risk, then this. And it's giving people different ideas and for them. Because I know as someone coming in new, whilst we're saying, hey, this is on you and we want to make sure that you choose the right strategy and get the knowledge so you can make your own informed decision, at the same time, they also want you to walk down the path or help them down the path as well. So it's a symbiotic process that works really nice hand in hand, but it's not buy this or do that. It's much more mature is the approach that I would like to say.
So for anyone, I guess, watching who did watch episode 27 of the Independent Reserve Crypto and Bitcoin podcast, that was a mouthful to get out. You were, I guess, involved very much, well, not involved, but passionate about spirituality and to an extent wellness.
Health and wellness.
Have you indulged or done anything since we've spoken last? Because I think you said you had something coming up.
Yeah. So I've got a couple of things lined up for early next year. So I'm going to do another DMT ceremony.
Sweet.
And also another thing that we're doing is so we've started partnering with different businesses that I really align with. So which are typically personal growth and development groups where they're helping people to be the CEO of their life, and they talk through relationships and health and fitness and spiritual and all these things. So they've been bringing us to talk about investment strategies and personal growth and stuff. So one of the guys, Jacob O'Neill, runs these 4-day retreats, and they're all to do with reconnecting with land, reconnecting with like movement and song and like the spirits and all. So we're looking at running that specifically for our CCI clients with those guys, which I think would be really cool.
Okay, cool.
So different things like that.
I recently came back from a trip to Bali. And
when you said a trip, I was like, where'd you go?
That's another story offline. No, and we stayed in, I'm guessing you've been there before?
Yeah.
We went to Ubud, which is a very kind of spirituality and wellness focused area. What we found is that there's almost not, it's not predatory, but there's a big element of it which is very kind of woo that probably doesn't align to what you'd be into. How do you discern between what you would consider legit and what you would consider as kind of a money grab or not real or anything like that?
Yeah, I think like the first part is I'm experiential. Similar to the confirmation trade. I want to go and try it myself and get the real experience. But if you're working with plant-based medicine, you want to do it in a controlled environment with experienced people, and typically you're referred to them. I would never go and work with someone that I found online that I never knew anything about as such. So I think when you're doing the deeper based stuff, you either go to the roots of it in Central and South America, or you use and integrate with someone here, maybe in the Gold Coast or wherever you live, that has been doing it for a long time, and they've got a good network of people behind them, and you can really kind of trust that you're going to get the experience that you want. But honestly, I'm very open-minded. When you say woo, like I've done some crazy shit, like really.
I meant no disrespect by that, by any way.
No, I don't take disrespect at all. But I'll go out there, and if I think there might be some benefit, I will go and try it.
Yep.
I will get feedback. I'm not going to do 50 hours of research online and find all the pros and what if this. And to me, everyone has their own different journeys in this lifetime, and to find, we're all seeking enlightenment, happiness, joy, all of those higher frequencies. And if you naturally gravitate towards something and you feel aligned to it, and there's other people that have had the experience that you trust and that are in your network, when you start doing stuff, it shows up for you, and your network of people are aligned to that kind of thing as well. So yeah, I'd say, like if you're going on Google and you start researching that kind of stuff, you're probably, it might be an interesting journey and experience which I don't know much about. But if you've got an awesome network of people who are really high level, and they're like, hey, I went away and did this, or you chat with them and you're like, oh, I ask questions all the time. What have you been doing recently that's helped to elevate you, or what have you found beneficial for you on your spiritual journey? And my friends are like, oh, I went and did this, or I met that person, and to me, it's amazing.
Okay, so there's no real discipline or red flag buzzwords that you hear that you immediately go, no, that's clearly not right, or...
Oh, no, not really. I think, like, I'm very in tune with people's intentions. It might sound weird, I feel energy. So I feel how someone feels towards me or their intentions very quickly. And people, I think I get the comment a lot when people watch me on video or they see me talk and they're like, he feels good. Like there's something that I've got a nice, clean energy because I'm here to serve. And that's truly what I believe in crypto, and that's why I started and what I've been focused towards. So I think a lot of it is very intuitive, and if you eat clean and you exercise and you retrain your muscle all the time to really tune in, then you're able to start, you're able to feel it, and you have that clear understanding very quickly. And it's the same with crypto. Like when I start thinking about altcoins and I see, oh, Trump coin's out or this coin, and I'm like, I know what's going to happen with this. I know that it's a pump and dump scheme. So, yeah.
Well, it's funny because, like, I guess typically my base level is pretty cynical, but my partner is probably more open to things like that too. And so she probably went and saw 4 different wellness or healers across 4 different disciplines. Would come back and she's like, oh, do you not want me to do it? I'm like, look, if you feel like it helps you, absolutely go and do it. I go, I'm only worried about your safety. That's it. If it's something I don't believe in, but you come out a better person, go for it. You know what I mean?
Because you can be very vulnerable and exposed in those environments.
That's right.
Especially where DMT, where you literally leave your body.
I mean, there was nothing like that. This was all just like healers or Reiki or things like that. And like 2 of them, she came back and said that was amazing. And 2 of them, she comes back, I'm not going there again. And I go, okay, cool. Well, there's your spectrum of experience. So,
and it is down to the individual. Like, if you come and work with us as a crypto education company, you're getting the pinnacle. But if you go and work with someone on YouTube who's been doing it for 2 weeks...
we're live on YouTube, just...
but you get what I'm trying to say, and it's the same as healers, right? There's some people that get into healing because their ego maybe elevates them to feel special, and it's like, look at me, I'm doing some woo-woo work, but there's some people that are actually...
Thanks for using that word for me.
but there's some people that are actually out there that they've been maybe integrated into that environment from a young age, or maybe they're just that way inclined and they have that skill and expertise. I mean, there's a whole different spectrum which leads to, let's say, doing Reiki. If you go and experience Reiki with someone that has no idea what they're doing, doesn't mean Reiki's bad, it means the experience with that person's bad.
No, I'll take that. And like, as I said to the missus, I go, look, any experience that makes you a better person, I have to be on board.
And any experience you learn from. You learn more than you do in adverse situations than you do sometimes in the
It's a good way of looking at it. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll take that.
Absolutely. Any business owner that's been through anything, extreme challenges, and they've come out the other side, that's far more expansive than doing their first $1 million month.
Oh, no, I like that. I like that way of thinking.
All
right. What else would you like to talk about?
Oh, mate, what's your experience been of the event? I mean, for people watching, I guess the reason they're watching this is because they're curious. I'm not at the ACZ event, and what's the outcome?
Well, I'll be completely honest. I've only done 2 laps in between talking to different people, so I haven't seen all of it. From everyone I've spoken to, everyone's upbeat. Everyone's like, this is cool. This is like
It's got a good buzz.
It's not as big as last year.
Oh, really?
But the mood is better, which is that's odd considering the markets. But I guess everyone here has been around for a few cycles, or they're building in a different way rather than just selling and holding and trading. So maybe they appreciate the tech or the culture of crypto more than they do about how much it's worth. So look, I've enjoyed it. I've been here for most of the time. I've worn holes in the chair.
Have you had any other good chats?
Look, we've spoken to obviously Amy Rose, a few just random punters.
Oh yeah, what did they say? I'd love to hear more about that.
There's been a spectrum.
I've heard that the the most focused upon coin or crypto at the event is not Bitcoin, it's XRP.
No one has actually spoken about XRP here, so maybe I don't have a face that looks like...
That's what one of the other exchanges told me. Everyone's talking about XRP. And it could be because in like the recent ETF, but I also think it's maybe a reflection upon the audience participants as well, maybe.
Yeah, we found that I've heard of XRP being referred to as the Zoomer coin, so the Gen X coin,
right?
Which is, it actually kind of checks, and that tracks for me.
Yep.
But yeah, mostly people are Bitcoin. We had a few people asking if we could facilitate an OTC order for Pulse Chain or Hexagon. I'm like, come on, man. We're not allowed to like tell people directly that things are. What's the word? You know. Yeah. So like we don't burst people's bubble, but like we gently try and say, hey, maybe you should look at something a little bit more established. With a better pedigree.
Yeah, no, I understand.
No, I think largely people are excited, and the people that have been around for a cycle or two know that we're going to head back up eventually, just like all good markets. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I guess from my perspective, this is actually the first one I've been to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was overseas, so I only got back after this event last year. So it's first time coming, which I spoke at the Bitcoin blockchain fair in 2018, and that was the first big convention in Australia.
Okay, wow.
And that was like much smaller scale, a lot less sponsors, a lot more chill, a lot less people. So the first thing that I noticed is it's amazing the development and the progression of the industry. The second thing that I noticed is there's a lot of exchanges here.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for you guys being, I was talking to Adrian about this earlier, you're established, the values, and like you guys are safe. But for new entrants like Gemini coming in, obviously you've got KuCoin, you've got OKX, and obviously Binance been around for a little bit, but they don't have the licensing.
Oh, they just got their rails back.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why they're a lot bigger presence today. So
interesting.
I only found that out yesterday as well.
Wow.
But,
there you go. I didn't actually know that.
Well, because they got the pardon. CZ got his posthumous pardon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting times. But I've noticed that like all the other big, I guess, global exchanges, I don't really pay that much attention because I'm like, maybe you don't understand the market. I'm not sure.
Well, I think so. What I've noticed from the exchanges is the international exchanges are very data-driven and number-centric. The local exchanges that get Aussie culture are people-driven and values-based. And that's the real difference. So I think a lot of the new guys coming in are having a real shock of, oh, business is different here. It's relationship-based, and let's go for beers, or we've got a box of the footy, or whatever it is, where they're like, oh, we'll run this event, but we want to know every single metric for every number to make sure that it's a valuable thing for us to do, or whatever it is. So, yeah, it's very interesting in the dynamics of what we're seeing. So, yeah, that's one of the big things that I noticed. The other thing that I've noticed is there's more businesses around crypto. So, like leveraging, using your Bitcoin as collateral to earn off, or to borrow from self-managed super fund companies, SMSFAI.
And 17 different accounting firms.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone's like, last year I think there was one or two.
Yep.
Now there's 4 or 5 different accounting firm stands, plus a whole bunch of different tax companies. So yeah.
So that's interesting.
That's a sign of things to come. More people are needing it. The adoption's rising at the end of the day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, mate, look, far out. This has probably been, again, one of our longest chats.
I always laugh when I talk at events and someone gives me a microphone and puts me on stage. I always say, I'm sorry. Because when
Did you get the red blinking light ever?
No, it's more when I talk about my passion, I'm so alive.
Yeah.
I just feel like I've got so much to share that might serve people in some way that I really want to help. So
I do like yesterday was the first real day I've done kind of hosting and interviewing. Normally I'm behind the camera and behind the laptop. Everything's flowed. Nice. And I haven't said anything too wrong compared to some of our guests.
Oh, really?
I'm going to clip up yesterday's stream. There was one character in particular I'll tell you about later.
Yeah. Turn the microphone off.
I will. Thank you so much, Joe.
Thanks so much for having me.
And for
Thanks,
anyone
Jim.
watching, how can we get in touch?
This
Or
one. So Crypto Consulting Institute, a few things. So
is
if
that
you go,
cci.com.au or?
oh, it's actually Crypto Consulting Institute, unfortunately.
Oh, what a coup!
Yeah, so my email is my name at cryptoconsultinginstitute.com. So I've got
Jesus,
quick,
it's like
quick at
our
typing.
name as well. It's like 21
So,
letters.
Yeah, exactly. Too long. So yeah, if you go to our website, we've got our newsletter, which is a low-cost newsletter, weekly release, incredible, where we go through
I
fundamentals.
think I'm subscribed on
strategy.
LinkedIn.
Yeah, awesome. And then we have our VIP immersion, which is really intensive learning to understand how to manage your safety, your psychology, your strategy, and beyond with a number of other things. So that's really it. Book in a call. We have a free chat with the team. If you quote ACC, then there's a discount as well. So,
Or Independent Reserve. No,
well, I think you are on there as well.
Oh yeah, sweet.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
either or.
All right,
Cool.
well, thanks a lot. I'm going to go
Thanks,
get
guys.
some lunch,
Cool.
and we'll leave the stream going. Apparently, empty chairs are just as popular as me. So, thank you again. Cheers. I'm just going to turn us. If that's warm, I am so sorry.
I'm more concerned this one's not warm.
This is quite the setup.
First setup. Welcome, Jess.
Thanks, Lee.
It is a complete myth that there are no women in crypto. There are at least 3 of you.
At least. No, thanks, Lee. It's I am representing a very low amount, I think, of females in crypto. But I will say, at this weekend's event, it's been pretty interesting. There's some, new faces coming on board, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still trying to hold the fort here as a female CEO in the crypto world. So.
Jess, I know you're very busy because you have a young family.
Yes.
In fact, last time I talked to you, you just become a mother for the 3rd time.
Yeah.
So I know your life is extremely busy, but yet every conference, every event, on your feet, 9 hours, 12 hours a day. Away from the family, doing what you do best.
Oh, you know me, I love the grind, right? Like, I love it. I mean, particularly like weekends like this. It's but yes, I am a mum who juggles running a business as well. But I mean, CryptoCon, I love being able to meet everyone. It's something that I really enjoy doing, and I don't know. I think it's actually really good as well for people to see that you can have both as well, which like a lot of people don't talk about. Again, it is a heavily male dominated industry. But as a female with a family, I don't know. I reckon I can definitely mix the two well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So in case anyone has suggests CoinTree CEO, tell us you love. I know technically a competitor, but we're friends.
It's okay, we're friends.
We're friends. We know you. We see you around. Tell us about how life's been at work at the crypto markets. What are you seeing?
Yeah, so yes, for those of you that don't know, yes, CoinTree, crypto exchange, and yes, technically a competitor, but I've always loved working with you guys. And yeah, look, the year's been interesting. I think you can agree with me. It's
Oh, thank you, David.
Thank you, David, for the snacks. I'm good. So I reckon the market's been a bit weird, to be honest. I know it's not a very formal view of it, but I think we'd all hoped that perhaps this time of year it was perhaps sitting a little differently than it is now. But for us as a business, I think we've really seen lots of interest with self-managed super. It's been a big one. It's on everyone's list this year at CryptoCon as well. And we've seen a lot of interest on SMSFs and the diversification in crypto. And yeah, for us as a team on the side, we've quietly been building away this year. So I'm really looking forward to next year. We've got some really exciting things that we'll be hopefully putting out in the market.
So no shameless plugs, feel free.
Yeah, no, not too much information yet, but all I'll say is stay tuned for CoinTree next year, 2026, it's the year.
Yeah. Hey, the SMSFs are a funny one. They seem to come in waves.
Yep.
Don't you reckon?
Yeah. Always tax time as well. I feel like right after tax time, right, we always find that when SMSFs are reevaluating for the new year, they then look to change their portfolio and then add cryptocurrency into it. And I noticed that too. They come in like little chunks.
Little waves of
which is really interesting because you guys support it as well. And but I honestly think it's also to do with that financial year as well. And then the market too. I mean, like everything, right? It does influence that type of sign up as well.
Yeah, it's true. There was, super, and a lot of people do self-managed super funds to buy crypto, and obviously we're not providing financial advice and all that. But, when we see them, they come in, they buy, they hold Bitcoin, and they're long-term holders, they're long-term accumulators in general, and tend to be, I guess, younger slightly, in terms of demographics. But that's not to be ageist because there are plenty of people who come through. We've had heaps of guests here this week who have been well into their retirement phase, call it their 60s, 70s, and they know their stuff. It's been great, which defies, I guess, the traditional image of the crypto guys, the bros, and we know it's much more diverse now. It's much more mainstream than that.
It is, but you can also say that to the flip side. The SMSF accounts we're seeing, they're actually like a younger demographic, and it's interesting. So I think people that are in their mid-30s and 40s as well are now really just wanting to control their super in their retirement. And why wouldn't you? I mean, I've got one, and I love being able to pick and choose what we can invest in, right? And having a percentage in crypto as well. It's really cool that you're able to do that. And I don't know, I think I've seen that change as well. But yeah, the conference as well, there's been so many people who are perhaps of an older generation with a real genuine interest to invest and be a part of a community that, like we know, has always been labelled, for crypto bros. It's changing. Yeah,
totally, 100%. One of the interesting conversations I heard today was about, I don't know if it's Chatham House rules because I wasn't there, but it was effectively the largest Australian super fund. I think it was Host Plus or someone like those guys, who were on a stage at one of the financial advice things, and they kind of just said, look, they've noticed the outflows. They've noticed that people are leaving those funds for a lack of access to new investments, which include crypto, include Bitcoin. We get a lot of business out of the fact that people want to leave because they want to buy Bitcoin. And they're not doing it crazy. It's we don't see a lot of hectic trading, and people don't come in there and they start buying fart coin and whatever hot meme coins on. They buy Bitcoin and they hold. Right? They're there and they're there for the next 30 years. And they're not putting 100% in. They're putting maybe 10, 15, 20%, whatever they're doing. I'm not saying, again, this is definitely not financial advice.
No financial advice.
But it's just an observation, and that they want to have control, and they're saying part of the reason is driving it is because I just want to hold Bitcoin. So it'll be interesting to see when the super funds go, now it's actually hurting our bottom line. We're seeing genuine outflows come just because of this one thing that we're not allocating towards. So it'll be fascinating to see. I don't know. I don't speak for them, but maybe, just maybe, we'll start seeing some of the industry funds that are offering maybe a Bitcoin. I presume through ETFs and stuff anyway, but all the same, that would be huge. Imagine that.
Yeah, well, I reckon surely they're going to have to at some point. I mean, as crypto and as our industry gets closer as well with regulation too, I mean, who knows, that may play a part in it as well. I understand, from a retail fund risk management and whatnot as well, right? Again, I get it, crypto obviously can still be considered quite high risk. But at the same time, surely there's going to be some adoption of that soon.
Surely.
Because, you know, otherwise they are going to be losing. They're going to be losing members from their funds because people are going to want that exposure, and the only way they can do it is to manage it themselves.
Yeah,
So,
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
So what does 2026 look like? We're almost at the end. Dare I say it? Like, I know we're not there yet, but like,
How is the
it's
year
going to be a
going?
blink and we're going to be there, and it's going to be next year, right?
I know. 2026, I mean, look, yeah, for us, like I mentioned before, we've been building behind the scenes. I mean, a little bit of what we can go through is obviously retail exchange as well, right? But for Cointree, we will be continuing to develop our support for the SMSF and accounting space. So stay tuned on that. But also likely looking into offering other products and services as well.
Right, really interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
So,
I'm not taking notes.
No, you're like, I want to know. Look, we have a genuine interest in supporting the Australian ecosystem. I know stablecoins is obviously, ASIC have obviously put out some updates as well on how stablecoins are treated, but we're really big backers of supporting the Australian ecosystem and offering other types of assets to our customers and other types of services as well. I can't go into too much more though.
I'll read between the
remain
lines.
mysterious on that one.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's us. I mean, I'm sure I could turn it around and interview you guys and be like, so what's IR's 2026 look like?
we've got big expansion plans. Plans. Yeah, as always.
Yeah.
Well, the big news that everyone knows about is the deal with IG Markets.
Yeah, it's massive.
And that's.
Congrats, by the way.
Well, it's not actually done yet. So say the congratulations. It's still
Yeah.
subject. It's part of some approval stuff. But assuming it all goes through, it's a really good outcome for everyone.
Yeah.
Independent reserve is still going to be very much focused on being independent reserve, and
Yeah.
I think a lot of people maybe thought that would change, but actually it's. Look, I mean, you got to get straight from Adrian's, but like everyone's getting independent reserve is going to keep getting independent reserve, and it's just great now to have someone like that on board, pending the.
But I mean, I
outcome,
think that's
finalisation.
testament to the industry and all the work that IR, Cointree, it's quite a few of us that all started in 2013, right? And I think it's a massive testament to the industry to show that these transactions, can come into play, and there's a genuine interest in the Australian market. And I mean, I think it's really great for the ecosystem as well. And it's,
I think so.
yeah,
I
awesome
think so.
for you guys too. So,
It is,
yeah.
and I think mostly, and the Australian crypto scene is still relatively. It's very tight knit. Would you say it was very tight knit, and everyone gets along, and everyone's friends, and where it's a good interest in what's good for. Can I use the expression? What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like we're helping by all existing and doing a good job. We're actually expanding the market for us all to benefit from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I agree, to be honest. And like we said at the beginning of this too, like we're all mates, and a lot of us that have been here for a long time. It's helping boost the ecosystem. It's helping have that exposure for crypto in Australia, and that's what we all want. We all benefit at the end of the day,
Yes.
right? So yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Nice. We got any questions, Wef? Any burning questions?
Any burning questions?
Oh, I haven't even asked you. I've always actually these conferences. I think the best part about these conferences is mostly about getting to meet face to face with customers.
Yep.
So, maybe we'll meet some new customers, maybe we won't. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter. There's heaps of people I've dealt with, and they're like, I knew them on email, I knew them on phone, and I've spoken to them a heap of times.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's you.
it's you. Hey, man. It happened to me a bunch of times today. It happens a bunch of times yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about these conferences.
Yeah, we had a lovely lady who's been a customer of ours for quite a long time, and she popped up again this year, and she's like, Jess, I'm back. And it's just so nice to be able to see and put faces to names as well. Okay, you get everyone's identification documents, but you don't know them when you see them out on the street, right? You don't know. So you're like, oh my gosh, it's all these recurring faces. But also partners, partnerships and that come from these too, which, it's always a really good opportunity for us all to reconnect and reestablish that as well. And I think that's why I really like being here. And so many people go, oh, you're the CEO, you're at the stand. And I'm like, I love being at the stand. I love being able to meet people, being able to have
the
those
people,
chats.
as we know.
Yeah, exactly. But let's be honest, 8 years ago, right, crypto exchanges were much more considered behind screens. There weren't as many in-person events and that. And now it's really good. You've got so many common faces and people getting out there to represent the brand and the business to show the ecosystem that, we're not just machines, we're people running genuine businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And it is, I think the great thing is, Adrian's been floating around today as well. Most of the people here, I would see CEOs galore from Australian businesses you know, and they always still come along these things and they want to talk to people, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's still good. I hope we keep that for a bit longer. At some point, things get so big that you kind of can't, but like, we're a while over.
Yeah, we can look. We'll wait for that to happen. But I guess from my side, I am loving the content that you guys are doing, and this is just coming from a branding thing as well. I'm gonna try and peg myself in next time, even though I know officially
you are welcome. We'd love to have you on.
Yeah, because I'm loving that. But I mean, what's next on your content calendar for those for your interviews and that? If you can talk to it.
Yeah, of course. Well, we just want to get more. Well, we are trying to get. I mean, we'll always be an Australian-focused content. I guess we want to. The idea of doing what we were doing was to showcase the real people in Australia doing awesome things.
Yeah.
And there's so many cool stories. Like you said, like it's too easy to be like, crypto doesn't exist. It's just some nerds somewhere around the world that you'll never see. It's like no, they're people building real businesses and they want to engage and they're putting themselves out there. And I kind of want to showcase those stories.
Yep.
We do want to get a little more international flavour to showcase with the rest of the world. I think that's something.
Nice.
And with the Moonshot Weekly stuff, we're trying to just like bring the news and show the news and put some context behind the news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just like continue to grow it. Like it's just like everything else. It's mostly fun. We just do it because it's fun.
No, I think it's great because again, video content as well, and trying to keep up to date in the industry. We do weekly newsletters and whatnot, but we're also doing similar things too, trying to get the team out, and then also trying to keep content regular, and that for our
It's just good. Yeah, it's just good to get out.
Yeah. But
I was going to ask, actually, speaking about some social things. Next week is the Blockies, which is the industry award nights.
It is.
You guys are up for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So we are nominated as DCE of the Year, although I will say I'm sitting here with how many years running? Is it 2 or 3? I can't remember.
A few.
Oh, look at that. It's just become so frequent. Look at you.
Well, there's also Organisation of the Year, which is different to DCE of the Year.
Oh, okay. Rub it in. It's our industry night of nights, isn't it? Which I know we'll all be at, and it's a nice opportunity for everyone to get dressed up, but also to recognise it. I mean, there's so many hard workers in the space and in the industry, and I think it's really, really important we do these sorts of things as well. Yeah. To recognise talent too, because I know obviously they've got up and comers and whatnot in the market. But let's see who wins DC of the Year this year. There's a lot.
They might want to share it around. I guess maybe they'll share it around. Someone else has got to win.
We'll see.
They have you know what it is. There's a bunch of categories this year. Like, I think you're up for, how many? Are you up for any personal ones?
No, we're actually we're up for the one this year. I unfortunately didn't get my applications in time. My busy mum life. We only managed to get in our DC of the Year one, but I'll be making sure to nominate next year as well. Because, but I noticed there are some different categories as well this year, which is good because obviously it just started out being the DCE side of things, and now at least they're recognising other compliance ecosystems.
Yeah.
Obviously there's education, rising star. What are the other ones? I keep forgetting.
Okay.
It's quite a lot.
It's good. We'll have a good time, and the nights got better, and it's a very resilient audience. I mean. Do you remember some of the Blockies like a few years going back when they weren't held like in nice kind of like ball halls? They were held in like a lawyer's office.
Remember that one at the lawyer's office? So that was my first one back in 2018, I think it was, and that was one of those moments where I was one of 3 females in the room. I will say that, and I do remember that night. And yes, it was at a lawyer's office, and we were all just kind of having some drinks, and there was one of those little tiny little stands for everyone to get up on and get their awards.
I remember that one.
But it's come a long way
now.
Well,
there was one, I remember it was probably the same one because they'd had speeches. One year they had too many speeches, so they said this year, so everyone was dressed up nicely.
Yeah.
And there was a lawyer's office. I don't know if it was that one, might have been another one. And everyone was in a lawyer's office, and everyone sat basically on a bunch of stiff chairs or whatever.
Oh,
and then,
yes.
And it was there wasn't a lot. I mean, I reckon max crowd was maybe 50 people or something like that. And they said, okay, tonight, no speeches. Come up with your award and do you remember this? Do you remember the one?
Yeah.
And
get your award and just.
And so people walk up, and they walked off, and it was anyway. We've come a long way.
It's a bit awkward. Look, we have come a long way, and it is something that so many people in the blockchain ecosystem look forward to as well. And it's always a really good night, and love supporting. Love supporting it. It's important to us to be a part of that as well.
And what about some hot tips for the market? I know you can't.
No financial advice. Yeah. Do you know what?
Where we're going to see There's some bright spots regardless, right?
Look, it dipped earlier than I was hoping it would, but but that being said, I don't know. I'm still feeling by the middle of next year that there's going to be some recovery and it's going to come back up. But again, for me, and again, like yourselves, we've ridden so many of the waves that we actually just see different trading behaviours over those times, right, as well. And I'm a bit of I like buying in a dip. That's just me. That's just something I like to do. I see it drop down, and
That's
I'm
why
like,
you're the boss,
yeah,
Jess.
yeah.
Leading from the front.
I'm just waiting to see when the dip is. But I reckon middle of next year. Well, I hope middle of next year anyway, that we start to see the market pull back up a little bit. But that's what I think. But what about you?
Yeah, it's tough. It's so psychology driven. I didn't see, there's so many things, just generally speaking, like in terms of what's happening out of the US with the regulation and the ETFs, there's just so many good things, and like the market participants have never been more diversified.
Yeah.
The ability to access and buy and hold, and the understanding of the role things like Bitcoin play in the world.
Yep.
In a traditional portfolio, like why so many more people understand why it has value.
Yeah.
So despite all that, market psychology is strong.
Yeah.
The 4-year cycle theory is strong.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell if it was just people selling for the sake of selling, because it's not like we've seen an exponential kind of run up in,
Yeah.
before we saw these huge wings where, okay, it got a bit silly,
Yeah.
it sold off and it got a bit silly.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that, it hasn't gone crazy, but then so maybe the dip won't be as bad, I don't know.
Yeah.
You got to come to your own conclusions, obviously, but I just feel like if you look at the volatility, we have just seen so much less volatility in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
That the bull market wasn't as hot, so maybe the bear market won't be as cold. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I agree with you, because that's it. It hasn't been as severe, has it? Like from our early days where
Where
you
people
see
just
it
lose
just
their
go up
minds.
and then just plummets, right? And those bear markets were a bit frosty. So, I'd like to hope the same as that. It's not as severe in the next change.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking for stuff. So we know if we just look at our history, each sort of real bear market is punctuated by a proper explosion of something, like catastrophic something. Obviously, FTX and Terra Luna, and they were catastrophic events of last year, and all the ripple effects on for that Celsius and Three Arrows Capital and all that kind of stuff that just rippled through.
Yeah.
This cycle we're seeing we've seen far more mature businesses kind of leading the charge, like Strategy.
Yes.
BlackRock. Those guys are calculated. They know what they're doing. At least I hope so, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Which we hope so.
Who knows, right? But
yeah.
but the thing is, so if we don't see the real disasters of the last cycle,
Yeah.
then it's not going to be as. It looked real bad after FTX, right? It looked real bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, like I said, we have had some pretty big crashes, right? But yeah, again, hopefully next year. Next year, I guess we hope that it's not as hard to get through. But I think as well as an ecosystem, a lot of our businesses have gone through this, and we've all learnt through those as well.
Yeah.
To support and bunker down and survive through all those times.
And in previous cycles, everyone probably got a bit excited. There's definitely businesses out there, even Australian businesses, that probably got a little bit excited during the book, committed to things that were never going to last.
Yeah.
Took on too many staff, all those kind of things, and
Yes,
those kind of things. Okay, it happens. It's part of growing. It's maturing.
Yeah.
Those businesses have learned. Those businesses have matured.
Yep.
They wouldn't. I'd like to think they wouldn't have repeated. So it means the impact and the drama of previous cycles, I'd like to think it's not going to be repeated.
Yeah.
Which I think has been reflected in the volatility, right?
Yeah.
The crazy stuff hasn't happened, but then the real dumb stuff's not going to happen either.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, right?
That's it. No, 100%. Let's keep our fingers crossed that it's not as crazy.
Yeah, but you never know, because someone might have done something silly at some point.
Yeah, that's true.
And but that happens in any industry. That's not a crypto-specific thing. But we will probably, our last cycle was very much, FTX is a pretty spectacular disaster.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see how that all goes.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Nice.
But yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for dropping by, man.
Thanks for having me. Let's enjoy the last. What do we got? A couple of hours left.
What's the time? It's almost 3
It's
o'clock.
actually 2:45, so I've only got about an hour or so left.
It's still going on, considering.
It's actually quite busy for a Sunday afternoon. There's a lot going on. I'm on a panel in an hour,
Oh, really?
also.
Which panel are you on? I'll come and check it out.
It's a careers one actually. So my background originally was recruitment and
No
HR.
way.
So I love being able to speak to I guess up and coming talent and trying to give them some helpful tips on how they can get into crypto and blockchain. So so I'll be on a panel in about 45 minutes or so to just try and give them some helpful tips, connections and whatnot as well. Just try and help it grow the ecosystem and get good talent into all of our businesses. So
Good stuff.
Yeah. So that's where I'm off to next.
I guess we can't cover it, but if you're here and you're watching us at the same time, that would be awesome. But also, why were you doing that instead of not hanging out with us? But so I guess the people watching, unfortunately, I can't tell them to go. But
I know. All right. Cool. Thanks.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Awesome.
Yes. See you, Jess.
I'm representing. See ya.
Yeah, Jess is so cool.
Thank you. Oh, how was that? I heard half of it.
Oh no, Jess is super cool. She was just talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And
Yep.
It's good just to have people like her who's been around a long time. She's been seeing a lot of things and she's super cool and she's good on them.
When we were planning this, we're like, we should probably run it till about 2:30 p.m. because there'll be no one here. All the merch will be gone. Everything's still pumping.
There is. Oh, are they saying hi to me? Oh, hi. Hi. Or is it hi to us?
Who's that?
Doing a podcast. I don't know if they're talking to me. I might even the people behind me. I don't know. People are saying hi.
Yes.
Hey, come and say hi.
Come and say hi.
Can we interview you guys later?
Yeah, of course.
Do it now. We can do a double interview.
We're going to interview each other.
But we're interviewing you.
Where you guys from? No, not like location, but like what would you be interviewing from?
Mine is personal. They are doing.
Oh, we do the personal and we also work for the CFD company, but also crypto.
Okay, cool.
We'll hop on in. We can interview each other at the same time.
Well, hang on. Well, I'll go finish my lunch, and you can talk to one.
Let me take the content like this. That's so interesting. Okay, guys, let's look at the camera here. Hi.
Jared's got the back. Which way do we look?
I don't know. Oh. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
We're doing like an interviewception right now.
Yeah, we do the podcast here.
Well, this is our live stream, which has been going for roughly 2 days now.
Where is this live streaming?
It is.
Where? Where's the platform?
So YouTube, X, TikTok.
Hello, TikTok follow. Only follow my TikTok account.
Even LinkedIn. Are you on TikTok as well?
Yeah.
What do you do on TikTok?
Fashion stuff.
Fashion stuff. Me too. Would you believe?
Man fashion.
Oh, I love live streaming.
Yeah?
Usually regular do the live streaming like 2 times a week.
Yeah. And what do you do in your live streams? Do you get dressed?
Share my life.
Yeah. So what do you?
Talking.
For those that didn't hear, she said share her life and talk shit. So that's what we do. That's what we do too.
Okay. Guys,
So is that what company you're from?
this is CFD company.
CFT?
CFD.
CFD. What does CFD stand for?
Forex trading.
Forex trading. Okay.
Guys, AI from.
Well, does one of you want? Pardon? Right. Okay. And you said you're doing from your personal one, are you?
You're on. Oh, maybe that's not us. Which one's us? That's not us.
If anyone recognises these
That's some scam
streamers, let us know.
So we can see like people, the audience is in a live stream, right?
Yeah, here we go. Which one's us? Which one's us? It's not a scam.
What? What are you talking about? Oh, hang on, no. So, not on TikTok at the moment. We just got banned again.
Oh, really?
Oh, Instagram. Oh, we're not streaming on Instagram.
Oh,
We
yeah,
are
following.
on YouTube.
Some
so you can
accounts
scan that
manually remove
QR.
followers.
We are currently on
Jump on YouTube. You're on
YouTube, Facebook for the old people, Instagram for the career-minded, and Twitter/X for people that love a good conspiracy theory.
For exchange.
When the podcast, what's the time to finish the podcast?
When we get sick, when no one wants to talk to us anymore.
Oh,
So today we're doing it till probably about 3:30 p.m.
6:30 p.m.?
But every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Sydney time, we do our 1 hour live stream, market update, bit of banter, bit of chat, maybe even some fashion if we're lucky. So yeah. So that QR code on the wall, that's the best way to keep in touch.
There you are. You're live.
Hey, look, you are live right now.
Double live. We've got some podcast inception going on.
Hey,
here.
if they live stream themselves, like that could be like live streamception. You know, like a live stream within a live stream. We've actually gotten quite a few different streamers come through and have a chat
Inception.
today.
We've got full inception here.
Yeah, how many followers we have? How many
I will.
audience in your live?
We're building.
There's about
Across all channels.
150, 200 watching at the moment. We had about 2,000 yesterday.
2,000 yesterday.
Yeah. What about you? How do you go on yours?
5 million.
I think they are not happy will be 5 million in their future. Can we do the interview?
For sure.
It's good to do interview.
Who wants to sit down? Because I'll go and monitor it while someone else sits here.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Just making new
I'm
friends.
just
here.
gonna make some room.
Live TV. What can you do?
If you want to film it, you can stand from there. If you want to film it, you should be able to hear it as well. So.
Okay, guys.
Well, we should probably do an introduction. So, tell me who you are.
You want to tell you what kind of thing, like fashion or any?
Who are you? What's your name? Let's start with it.
My name is Sabrina.
Sabrina,
Take
nice
a
to meet you,
video for
Sabrina.
me. Yeah.
Sabrina's getting some video. What do you do, Sabrina?
I do a lot of things, like I'm interested in the crypto trading.
Okay.
That's very new right now, and also do the fashion and post on the TikTok and do some like content creation stuff. Yeah.
What kind of fashion? Just your fashion?
Yeah, collecting the different clothing like from different countries, like China, Italy, Hong Kong, Spanish, and collect the different style and sold in Australia. Yeah.
Nice. How's it going? How's the business?
That's good. So far, so good, guys.
That's good. So far, so
and
good.
really interested in the crypto industry. I think it's very fun. A lot of money. A lot of people like make a lot of money like in 3 years. It's very.
What have you
it's very
got? What crypto are you looking at the moment? What are you looking at?
Bitcoin.
All Bitcoin?
And the doggy.
The dog, you one of the dog ones? Which one? There's a few dogs. Dog with hat? Just the regular dog?
It's a regular
Just a regular
dog.
dog.
Yeah. Can I ask you some question? Like we do the interview.
Wait, let's do it.
Where's the microphone?
I don't have much fashion though, as you can tell. I've got no
It's
fashion.
okay, but we will ask some like crypto trading information.
It's going to be embarrassing when I don't know the answers.
I was so funny, sit down in the podcast session to the interview.
We're double
How funny is it?
We are double podcasting here. We're not podcasting. We're double live streaming here.
Oh yeah, we are double live streaming. Okay, I think it. We got two, right? I always double sure that it has battery on the. Okay. See. That's very interesting. Oh, I think that one is enough. I can hold it.
That's right. Give it in.
So we will only asking the question. You can only give the answer, profitable or non-profitable.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is gonna make me look.
It's a quick question. You need to answer very quickly.
Okay.
Okay. First is, trade use ICT concept, profitable or non-profitable?
Not profitable.
Oh.
I don't know what you just asked.
You don't know? Okay. Back test all of the strategy before you go into the live market, profitable or non-profitable?
Not profitable.
Trades use trend lines, profitable or non-profitable?
Not profitable.
Oh, you answer so fast. Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna.
Trades only in a 1 minute time frame, profitable or non-profitable?
Not profitable.
Nothing. Like
You're gonna have
nothing is profitable. Okay. Trades using a trades using a negative risk to reward, profitable or non-profitable?
Profitable.
Okay. Answer this one. Okay. Only trades Bitcoin.
Profitable.
Letting the winner trades run, profitable or non-profitable?
Not profitable.
Trading during the news event, profitable or non-profitable?
Profitable.
Profitable. The breaking news time.
Profitable.
Okay. Trading during the high emotion, profitable or non-profitable?
I'm lying.
You are lying.
Profitable.
Profitable? You're trading when you have a high emotion?
Not profitable. I'm not allowed to say anything else, am I? I thought I just had to say profitable. I'll be honest. I guessed all those.
Okay. And turning every setup you say, profitable or non-profitable?
Profitable.
Oh, good. Trading without any plan, profitable or non-profitable?
Very profitable.
Very profitable.
Oh wait, no, I meant
What?
sorry, not profitable.
Oh my God, we do the live streaming. There has 2,000 people in the live streaming.
Profitable.
What's the things we teach them?
Not profitable.
Trading every strategy at once.
Profitable.
Oh my! Like what's the rest image? Over trading, like trading too many times in the one day.
Not profitable.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask the last question. It'll be very interesting. Okay. We need to complete one sentence. A good trader always blah blah blah. A good trader always.
Makes it up on the go.
So we don't give financial advice.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's
well,
very
you know,
interesting.
you want a profitable strategy, have no strategy.
Some of the most profitable people we know have zero strategy.
Oh, zero strategy.
Well, you lost your phone.
It's okay.
I know. Well, they had to. Seeing I was only allowed to say profitable, not profitable. I'll be honest. I just made it up as I was going. If I had to listen to that back, I'd probably maybe change some answers. But you know what? I just went for it because, just like my strategy, just make it up as I go.
Okay. What's the strategy you use at the moment? What's your currently strategy when you do the trading?
Flip the coin.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
Oh, flip a coin.
Flip a coin. I look.
Oh.
I open the curtain. It's a sunny day. I buy. I open the curtain. It's raining. Sell.
Okay. When you take your profit, you will hold the profit, or you will take the profit, or you will reinvesting?
I've never not profited, so I've never sold because I'm just always up. Yeah.
Okay, that's so funny.
I'm only up. I've got nothing that's ever gone down.
Okay, good. But thanks for the very interesting answer, and thanks for your time for the interview. That's very good. That's really good. That's a really good one.
Thank you. I hope my strategy made sense, and I hope everyone can learn how to trade profitably as well.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, everyone learn. Okay.
Is that okay?
I think it's a good one. Okay, Raz, would you mind take the video like in the back, like the screen? Yeah.
That was fun. I have no idea what I just said.
But I think you good answer. You answer all the questions like in a minute.
I know. Well, I wasn't really thinking about them. That was the key to my quick responses.
But it's just like follow your heart to answer questions. That's very good. Everyone has their own opinion about this.
Yeah, no. That's what ultimately what makes a market is that the people have different opinions.
Yeah.
That's literally one person wants to sell, one wants to buy. Who's right? I don't know. Trading's difficult. People who can trade consistently and actually do it very well, they're rare, right? It's not easy to do. Beating the market is a very, very difficult thing to do.
Yes.
And so look, in all seriousness, you do need to have this is the problem, right? A lot of people have strategies, but they don't always necessarily win. So investment inherently is risk, and do your own research. But it's tough. There's a lot of these guys. There was a TEDx talk I listened to recently, and it was in interviewing some of the best investors in the world. So guys like Charlie Munger and people who run billion-dollar investment funds that have consistently outperformed the market year on year. And then you got the images of the crypto guys, or even just traders like the guy who's like got 20 screens lined up with every trade, doing all kinds of random shit, right? But some of the best investors, when they interviewed these guys, so the guy who was giving the talk had gone and interviewed all these guys. And what he was remarking on was the fact that the best investors in the world had managed to sort of, reduce a lot of the noise and look at what was actually really important. So they fundamentally had an approach that worked for them. And it came down to some very simple concepts like being patient, really understanding what they were investing in, looking for companies that fundamentally were just undervalued, right? They wanted good companies with good track records, and they were patient, and that's, they understood risk.
Yeah, the mindset and the discipline, the things about trading,
Yeah, and these guys had, he was interviewing fund managers who were some of the most successful, And there's an element of it too, which is just pure survivorship bias. They just happen to get lucky a lot, and then now, so who can really say? Who can really say? But risk is, for anyone who's out there, like, investing is hard. It's risky, and you really need to be comfortable with what you're doing and understand what you're doing before you do anything. And as you know, we can't provide financial advice. So get educated, people. Get
educated people here. Oh, so good. I learned a lot from this conversation. It's very inspiring me. A lot of inspiring ideas, by the way. And you working for the independent research?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I work for Independent Reserve. So so my day job is I run the sales team. But my part-time job is we do the podcast, so we have...
Oh, I love podcasts. It's like the contents usually go viral, like when people do the podcast on TikTok.
It's good.
Yeah, maybe sometimes we can do some collaboration like about podcasts.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. We'd love to.
Yeah, you can sit here. Wait a second. Seriously?
I've got questions to ask.
No. Put your personal.
Oh, my details. All right.
Personal, yeah.
I got Telegram. Oh, this is
Oh, you can put this on Telegram, yeah.
I'll do where's the Telegram? So I have it ready to go. Stay on my Telegram. Doing business live on stage. There we go. Made some new friends. Put it on Telegram.
This is Telegram, right?
There we go. That's me.
Okay, we're taking a selfie.
Live on air.
Wait a second. It's good. This one good?
Sure.
Another one. Good.
There we go.
Bye, guys. Right now,
Thank you, Sabrina. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna give the time to the rest.
Make sure to share. Make sure to like.
Make sure.
Subscribe. Yeah, we got one more, and then.
You've got one more already?
Then let's do it.
I think there might be one more question.
Oh, Jared, you jump in. I'll have Hey, bro. These guys, you can do this one.
Which one? Him?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Jump on in. Jared's got it.
One more, and then after that, I guess you can be next after that.
I'll get you over here if that's all right. All right. We're shuffling through guests at the moment. We've got a bit of a line happening. Be careful. All right.
Again, can I take photos with you?
Sure.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
You
Nice.
do you have Instagram or any social media?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can follow you.
Oh, let me try to remember what it is. Hang on 1 second.
1 second.
Oh yeah, here we are.
Thank you.
I'm just joking about a spicy link.
Okay.
It's a joke.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you. Hey, how you going? What was your name? Let me look at this. Is it Reza? All right, cool. I'm Jared. I'm from Independent Reserve. Where are you from?
I am from myself.
From his. Yes, fine. That's fine. No problem. Sorry, we got a queue here. We're absolutely popular here. So Reza from Melbourne, who's from himself. What brings you to Sydney today?
This crypto event.
You came just for this event.
Just for this event.
That's awesome, man. Okay, so let me just put this over here so it works for you. All right, so when did you get into crypto to start off with?
About 4 years ago.
4 years ago, so that's, what, 2021?
Yeah, 2021.
Right before the boom, so
Yeah.
you must have done okay.
Yeah, did okay.
Okay, you don't need to say any dollar amounts, that's fine.
Yeah.
What's been your best performer over the past 4 years, I guess?
If we're talking short term, then of course meme coins.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
Overall, Bitcoin.
Okay, well, I mean that's the sensible answer.
Yeah.
But what meme coins did you ape into over the past few years?
So if the audience knows, there was many last 2024. So Jelly.
Jelly. Okay, yep.
There was Peanut. There
Yep,
was
I know
Trump
Peanut.
Coin.
Trump coin?
Yeah.
Did you get out quick enough with Trump coin?
Not.
Oh. Did you think there was going to be long term in the Trump coin?
Yeah, and then
oh
it
dear. That's fine. We actually do hold and sell Trump coin, but the volume hasn't been great lately.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah. Anything else?
So I day trade.
Yep.
So I'm a full-time day trader right now. I do futures trading.
Oh wow. So Forex, also
no, crypto.
CFDs. Yeah. Okay.
Crypto. So crypto futures.
Yep.
And that's why I wanted to ask you some questions about crypto futures.
Oh, okay.
So
well, I'll do my best.
Yeah. So what's your what do you think about trading in general, like day trading?
Trading in general, I mean, day trading is very zoomed in, obviously. I guess when it comes to the 24-hour cycle, you got to follow the different markets. So the Asian market wakes up at a certain time, the US market wakes up at a certain time. When compared to, I guess, the stock market, which shuts off at 5 p.m. every day based on the locale, crypto is 24/7, and you have to follow the, you have to follow the activities, behaviors, and patterns of people across several different time zones. I probably don't do 24-hour, and so I'm more of a zoom out kind of guy, like buy and hold. I'm not making as much money as you, I'm guessing. So I mean, you'd probably be able to tell me a little bit more about day trading. What trends do you see on a normal 24-hour cycle?
So for me, basically, what I look for is the 3 different sessions that you already mentioned, and I try to trade within those sessions.
Right.
So
okay.
Never trade outside when markets are closed.
Okay.
So even though crypto is open 24/7, we want to only be trading New York, London, Asia.
Right.
The big 3. Usually, New York has the best price action for quick traders. So what I always see is that Asia always accumulates.
Right.
Asia always has this choppy price action, and it continues always in the same direction. So if Asia starts bearish, it continues to be bearish and try to chase the previous day lows.
Right.
So that's like my strategy. So it goes to either the previous London low, the previous New York low, or the previous Asia low. After Asia, there's London, and London usually would try to like reverse that, you know?
Okay.
It would try to grab more liquidity. There's more money, that's why.
Right.
So during London, there's more money, there's better price action, but then New York is the best market to trade.
Oh.
So when New York session is open, so the American traders, that's when the market really moves. That's when the market really moves. And how I basically trade it is I do like a ranging trader. So I look for a range and for a breakout. And I trade New York, Asia, and London.
So, I mean, obviously the past 5 or 6 weeks have not been great for anyone like me who's holding long term.
Yeah,
but for you, it's all opportunity, correct?
Yeah, for us, it doesn't matter if it's going up or down, right? We have to get in perfectly, get out before it goes against us.
And, that's the same for exchanges. I mean, we're making a brokerage on buys and sells.
Yeah.
So flat markets, boring, nothing happens, no one makes money. You know, if we're going up, make some money. If it's going down, we make some money. So you're probably the same way.
Yeah.
Are you looking beyond the 24-hour cycle?
Yeah. So I always look at the overall. So that's how we come up with our daily bias.
Right.
So when we go into the trade before the session opens, we try to go on the 1 day time frame. So where each candle is 1 day.
Yep.
And we try to see what the overall market is doing. Obviously, we look at news and stuff too. So what's going on in the macros. But we look at what's the market doing really. Is it bearish? Is it bullish? Is it sideways?
Mm-hmm.
Is there liquidity sitting anywhere that needs to be grabbed, right? And then based on that, we work our way down, or at least that's what I do. Most traders do it. We start on the higher time frames. So 1 day, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. And we trade on the lower time frames. So I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense or not.
No, it does. It does. I've once set my time frame to the 5-minute candles, and that's where the stress is.
There's a lot of psychology. Psychology is the number one thing.
So when it comes to the price feed data that you're looking at, what is your go-to?
So in terms of what I look for?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, so are you using oracles? Are you using a specific website for your chart information?
Yeah. So I use TradingView.
Yep.
So that's where you check the charts. And all I basically do is I look for areas of liquidity. So I don't try to overcomplicate stuff. I simplify everything. So my most easiest thing I do is I look for areas of liquidity, and I wait for those areas of liquidity to get tested. So basically, for liquidity to come into the market. So whether it's the sell side liquidity or the buy side liquidity, I want one of them to get grabbed, and then I trade the reaction of it. So a lot of people make the mistake of chasing stuff. So chasing trades.
Yep.
They want to chase like an area of liquidity. They want to chase something called a fair value gap.
Yep.
But I just wait for those areas to actually get tested first, and then trade the reaction of it.
Okay. Well, it's interesting because we obviously at Independent Reserve we operate a fairly large, high volume OTC desk.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if you're aware, but we can do millions, tens of millions of trade through an OTC desk, which doesn't directly affect price chart information directly straight away. There's a big lag, especially if you're buying directly peer-to-peer with large market makers. And so oftentimes we'll see, for example, we may have had a $5 million sell-off of Dogecoin, and we won't see that dip until 8 hours after the sale is completed. And so oftentimes that information, like large, big sells, can create ripple effects which aren't felt by the wider markets and the wider oracles till much later. Do you ever follow like whale alerts and things like that so you can see that kind of action that will only hit the markets later on and try and predict those? Or
So yes, so there are websites where we can check whales, right?
Yep.
What they're doing, what kind of trades. So there's some, especially for crypto, there's websites called CoinGlass, and even like Hyperliquid has everything is public for Hyperliquid. They're a big exchange, decentralized exchange. And what I try to look for is, again, it goes back to the liquidity. So I don't want to copy trade whales, right?
Yep.
I don't want to see this whale is put a $10 million short, I'm going to short.
because they're okay with losing $1 million.
So they've got capital to back that short.
Right,
So
exactly.
They're not going to get liquidated, right? I try to see where are people actually going to get liquidated. So because there's always that liquidation. So I look at liquidation heat maps as a source of like more confirmation, and I see that okay, if Bitcoin price goes to 90,000, this many shorts or longs are going to get liquidated. So then I'm like, it's most likely it's going to go there. It's like a $200 off, right? So I try to chase that. Even though, so I'm trading a reaction of something, but it's again, that double confirmation. There's liquidity sitting there. So I don't really copy whales.
Yeah.
If that was your question.
Okay. So would you consider yourself, I mean, this is obviously an opinion, but would you consider yourself, are you confident in your abilities day to day?
Yeah, I would say I'm confident.
What do you do on a day like today when you're obviously not behind the computer?
So we make content.
I mean, like all your positions closed for a day off?
So in terms of day-to-day trading,
Yep.
my average hold time is around 50 minutes.
Wow.
So I don't hold for too long.
So you can go to bed and sleep soundly every night?
Yeah.
Do you ever have to set your alarm for really weird times in the middle of the night to do some work?
Yes, so New York session opens at 1:30 a.m.
Oh, so you stay up until that time?
Very shit time.
Wow.
So, but I try to, if I'm trading New York, so I try to, again, get in, get out.
Yep.
But usually London and Asia is good times.
Okay.
So Asia opens around 11 a.m.
Yep.
And London opens around 7 p.m.
Yep.
Melbourne, Sydney time. So that's a good thing about it. But again, spot is different, right? So I have spot positions that's open, it's been open since 2021.
Okay.
But for day-to-day trading, we try to get out before we go to bed.
Yeah, wow. Well, that's are you using any kind of leverage as well when you're doing some of these, or is it, can I ask, what's the most amount of leverage you've ever put on a position?
I've done, like, just for testing it out, like 100x leverage.
Whoa!
Obviously not with a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like with 500 or something, 1,000.
Yeah.
Just
Hey, that's a lot of money for some people.
Yeah, just to test it out, you know? But my average, like, leverage size is anywhere from 2x, depending on the trade, that if I'm confident, all the way up to like a 20x, 15x, 10x.
Okay. Yeah, we top out at 5x on our exchange just because, look, getting liquidated hurts.
Yeah.
as you know.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing this for?
So full time, the past 6 months.
Yep.
But I've been in crypto the past 4 years.
Yep.
I used to do spot. My whole thought process was just to spot.
Yep.
But then I realized if I want to make like a sustainable income, where I'm having income coming every day, right? Because that way I can actually live off it.
Yep.
I got to get into trading more seriously. So I've been trading for the past 2 years, but seriously the past 6 months.
Okay, cool. That's amazing. Do you enjoy it? Do you like it, or is it a stress? Or both?
It's a bit of both. I like the adrenaline. I like how it's a lot of, I guess, fun.
Yep.
It's nothing serious. A lot of people get into it and think it's so serious. They're gonna, they sit on the chart and they think they have to do something. While the best traders sit on the chart and just watch and wait for the trades to come to them instead of chasing a trade.
Right.
Because that's how new beginners lose money. They go in the chart, they're like, let me find a trade. But you would see every successful trader, they're not like, let me find a trade. They're like, let me wait for my setup to pop up, and then let me look for my entry model, and then based on that, let me set my TP, stop loss, everything like that.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Do you have people, friends, or might say, here's $1,000, can you make some money for me?
Every day.
Every single day?
Every day.
And what do you say? Politely, no.
Politely, no. I tell them that it's not worth it. I tell them that I might lose it, so then they tell me, oh, if you're going to lose it, why are you doing it full time? You can't argue with them. The thing is,
that's good logic, but bad logic at the same time.
So I always tell them, like, if you're into it, you're into it. I can't force you to get into it.
That's right.
Like, it comes with you. Like, once you get into it, I would say it's a bit addictive.
Yep.
You'll get addicted, you will like it, and you probably know that. Looking at the charts is fun.
Well, that's cool. Well, how long are you in Sydney for? Just the weekend?
Living on Monday night.
Living on Monday night. Okay, cool. And do you have a business or like a website, or are you just purely doing it in the shadows for yourself?
So I just on social media just started.
Yep.
So after doing it profitably for 6 months, I've moved to starting making content about it and kind of like educating others.
Yep. Okay.
Kind of being like, this is what's possible if you're willing to put in the work. It's not guaranteed. Again, 98% of traders lose money, so they got to take that into, I guess, context. But if you're willing to put in the work and if you're willing to, like, I guess, grind for a bit, it's very possible. Okay.
So for people watching who want to follow you on social media, where's the best place to find you?
So Instagram, TikTok is Reza Muradi. So my name, R-E-Z-A.
R-E-Z-A
dot
M-U-R-A-D-I, Reza Muradi. Where's that from? Where's that name from?
Have a guess.
It's gonna be. Oh, I don't think you're Middle Eastern. Maybe. Murad. Oh,
yeah.
It's somewhere
there.
Not Oman. No. All right, tell me.
Afghanistan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So Reza Muradi on Instagram, TikTok, yep, YouTube as well. YouTube as well. If you wanted to learn, I guess, the basics or maybe very fundamentals of day trading, especially in crypto and futures, make sure you follow him. Anyway, thank you very much for the chat.
Thank you so much.
No worries at all.
Time.
I'll give you this one.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm going to swap over with my host. Oh, this is really cool.
Yep.
And get a
camera automatically.
Oh yeah.
So
wow.
Control it with the buttons.
Much easier setup than we've got.
You guys are more professional.
Oh, thank you. It's called The Boss is Paying. No. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. What, all three? All of us, or just me? We're a professional outfit here. How you going? Are you coming in as well, Lee? All right, sweet. Do we have enough room?
Yeah.
You don't have a name tag. I'm at a disadvantage.
My name's Adriano.
Hi, Adrian.
Keep the spontaneity. I've learned a bunch of things about Adrian, but you don't know them.
I know. Well, now I said.
So now you get the pleasure of finding out.
I'm at a disadvantage. All right. Well, I'm Jared from Independent Reserve.
Hello.
G'day. This is where you normally come in.
I hope you saw that. Well, my friend here can probably kick us off.
You have to intro him now.
He's a mindset coach, but he's also more importantly, not importantly, sorry, I'm not putting value on it. Also, interestingly, he's been a fireman for 13 years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, mindset coaching and not doing dumb shit.
Not doing dumb shit. I mean, that's...
Trying to not doing dumb shit. I said to Lee that I fell through the floor of a burning building. I've set myself on fire, not intentionally.
Yep.
Which, funny, interesting enough, was the one thing I said that was the dumbest thing I did. And there's two or five.
Yeah.
So, mindset coaching, give us a 15-second elevator pitch of what mindset coaching is.
Righto. So, most traders go through, and the good traders blow up accounts and learn from their mistakes. I teach traders to not blow up their accounts and learn from me.
So you've made the mistakes first?
I've never blown up an account. I'd like to think I'm smarter than that.
Yep.
Maybe I'm not. But yeah, look, the best way to learn is by your own mistakes, but a better way to learn is from other people's mistakes.
Okay. So is success literally as easy as a perspective?
It can be. If you find someone in the military, why are a lot of military people successful in this space? Because they do the simple shit and they do it over and over again, and they don't diverge from that.
Okay. That's cool. Okay. So professionally, are you doing this 24/7? Is this your...
Except when he's fighting fires.
Hey, are you still a firefighter?
I am.
Okay.
I am. But I work for CryptoCalls Australia at the moment, based out of Brisbane, a growing crypto education firm.
Yep. Okay. Cool. And I guess the education or the consultation you provide, is it like a one-on-one? Is it a group coaching?
Group coaching, yep. Group coaching. So they run Zoom. So a lot of traditional crypto firms, they're education firms, they do market scans and whatever else, but not many actually have someone who, on the mindset side, is also a trader themselves.
Okay. So how did you get into mindset? Is it a were you taught it yourself? Is it an ethos that you built from the ground up? What?
Look, about 12 years ago, I was a steelworker,
Right.
and my dad was a smoker, and he got emphysema, and I said, I'm going to take you to a hypnotherapist, that'll help you quit. And so I did, and he quit. And he was like, no, that wasn't it. But I sat with him all the sessions, and I was bird's eye. Like, this shit works.
Yeah, okay.
And then I got an opportunity about 7 years ago to train in this stuff, NLP and clinical hypnotherapy, and I ran with it. And I had a change of life. Dad died. I had the same job for 23 years. They sacked me. My wife had an affair. I moved out. My whole life just imploded.
Yep.
Fucking imploded.
That's the best way to start from the ground up, I guess.
And yeah, my life imploded, and I'm like, well, now what? I'd worked so many jobs, doing so hard, and I'd built up a small fortune, and I kind of cried into my coffee every day until things...
We've all been there, haven't we? Oh, no, maybe not you.
I just cried.
He's happily married.
All I do is cry. Oh, actually, the hypnotherapy, who is it effective on? Does it work on everyone, or is it just certain types?
It can work on everyone, but everyone, there's a Hollywood view of what hypnosis is.
Yep.
And most people don't like that Hollywood view, because if I say quack like a duck, I can't make you quack like a duck. I can make some people quack like a duck, but it's not therapeutic.
I do remember that on the Optus Christmas party, 10, 12 years ago, they had a celebrity hypnosis person. Hypnotist, that's the word, sorry. English is failing me.
Man.
I got selected to go sit on stage. You know how they weed you out based on if you're responding, and I thought, I'm going to play along.
Yeah.
So they didn't weed me out, and then as he's doing his big spiel, I'm like opening my eyes and doing these ones to my friends, and I got quickly called off the stage. But I remember going, I can see how you can lean into it, and if you fully accept it and you fully play along's the wrong word, but if you allow yourself to hear those messages a lot deeper than you are, then I could see how there is ways. But I feel like I'm too cynical.
So if this was for your own benefit and you've come to see me for something, I would get you to pretend and believe. And so a 5-year-old pretends and believes they'll jump off a building because they believe they can fly. Right. And so if you go into that mindset of just dropping down and believing it, right, this is for your benefit, right? I know it's not true, you know it's not true, but if you act like it's the truth, it allows those thoughts to go into, those positive suggestions to go into your mind for your own benefit.
See, I never thought it would be like an all-encompassing desire to do as the puppet master is saying, but you can feel your resistance to those things lessen.
Absolutely. So there's a small percentage of people, maybe 5%, 10%, and that's why they weed them out to try and find those people that are suggestible, and when they're relaxed, they'll do dumb shit because that's actually who they are. but they're just filtering themselves to not do that stuff.
Right. Okay. That's interesting because
That's very interesting.
because I often thought that I'm way too cynical for this, and so I never allowed myself. If I don't believe in it, I'm not going to allow myself to relax into it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Are you going to clap like a chicken? Clack like a chicken?
No, but I've got footage of my brother like air humping while his wife looked on in horror, and yeah. So like he swears blind by it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know yourself deep down, that's the kind of guy he is, but he'll probably not do it and hold it in check.
I mean, you probably have a part of you which is going, this is silly, but I'm, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I mean, there's a big difference between the hypnotherapy you're talking about and the parlour tricks that we were expected to do.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I've seen some phenomenal things though. And again, actually, is on TV where someone was getting hypnotised, and I guess they did the thing where they kind of weeded out the suggestible people to get them on there.
Yeah.
But then those people went on to do things that were just kind of like, that required them to believe something that they're probably not capable of doing. Like, there was one where a guy like would pretend to be a plank.
Yes.
And he showed some incredible strength. I'm sure this guy could not do, but he believed it.
Yeah.
And it was.
That's actually quite common. It's called full body catalepsy, and they'll get them across a couple of chairs, and they'll just be like a plank.
And this guy showed incredible strength to the point where, like, I think his friend kind of sat on him and like, that's a lot of core strength that I don't think you would do. You have.
But you actually do.
You do
Everyone's got it.
And this is the fascinating thing. You actually have it.
Yeah.
And somehow he allowed himself to really believe that he had it.
Yeah.
Is that
it does. It might never matter.
Yeah.
It really is. If you believe you can do it.
Is that in the same vein as the mother who lifts a car off, or is that adrenaline?
That's adrenaline.
Okay, so wrong thing.
But what got her to the point where in that moment she decided she could lift a car? In that moment she had to do it, right? And so the adrenaline assisted it. She probably comes out with 7 cracked ribs, but in the moment she believed.
Right, okay. So there obviously
there's a crossover there.
Those physical limitations still exist. You just, in that moment, you ignore pain, you ignore the stimulus.
Yeah,
okay. So can I be hypnotised to do better at trading? Because I'm terrible.
Of course you can. Of course you can. Because if you're willing to accept, right, if we can find the root causes of why you're doing silly stuff, why you're trading badly, right, we can talk to those things and we can suggest differences. We can suggest processes. Right, I had a lady, I did my call, one of my calls last night, and a lady had thanked me for actually getting her to not do dumb stuff.
Okay.
Right.
Is this the name of your business? Don't do dumb shit?
Don't do dumb shit. I've said that so many times.
Where were you when I set myself on fire?
Well,
where were you in my first marriage?
As a fiery would say, you're doing dumb shit, and so I'm having a bit of a crossover between hypnosis, fiery, and trading right here, but it's about maladaptive patterns. You might be doing stuff that doesn't serve you, and why is that? And deep down, we could go the whole talk about that, but let's not do the deep and meaningful part. If you know what I mean.
So I mean, it sounds like an effective strategy for more than just trading. So I'm guessing that's just a small.
It's high performance patterns.
Okay.
It's high performance patterns.
But I mean, are you targeting traders specifically, or is it more of a holistic thing?
I am. Look, I love trading, and I have for 20 years, and now I'm seeing a crossover between mindset of people. Because look, about 4% of traders make it, and really quite well. You
should have spoken to the last guy. He was not doing well.
And the truth is, with the right psychology, most people can make it.
Yep, okay. I was just kidding about the last guy's performance. He's actually doing really well, because I know he'll go and watch this. So, Murad, I'm just joking.
Yeah, cool. Back out of that hole. He just said don't do dumb shit.
I'm joking.
But all right. Give me an example of something that makes you a bad trader, or what you think makes you a bad trader.
Oh, I think it's results-based. I don't think there's one particular activity.
Results.
Yep.
Your results show I'm not a good trader.
My results. I mean, not necessarily, but I mean,
let's drill
if I'm
down,
losing,
Jared.
if I'm losing money.
What's the biggest thing? What's the biggest mistake you make over and over again?
Buying at the top, and then selling on the way down.
Righto. So FOMO, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
FOMO, greed, fear of loss, stuck to the trade, admitting that you made a loss, which messes with your own ego. It's like,
I'm okay with that. I just you've caught me here. So I guess I'm okay with a loss, but then I'm like,
Well, they say a loss. One of the other speakers said a loss is 2.5 times more painful than a win, right? And so my rule of thumb is about 3 to 1, right? We'll do 3 times as much to avoid pain than what we will to get pleasure. So if I said to you,
so every time you make a poignant statement, I have to think about it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I'm good at that. I ask really good questions. I like to think. Sorry, ego.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, so, okay. So does it, when a loss gets past a certain point, does it hurt more to close it?
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, it's just a numbers game. I mean, like if it's always I wish I'd pulled out 10 minutes ago, or I wish I'd pulled out yesterday, or I wish I'd...
Yeah, and it just gets stronger and stronger.
Sure.
Yeah. And how does that work out for you?
I mean, if you're experiencing any loss at all, I mean, obviously it's painful.
Okay, so if you could just grab it at an earlier point,
yep,
right, where it was less painful, would it be easier to close out the trade?
I'm saying yes.
I'm guarantee you.
Okay,
it would be,
sorry.
Right? I guarantee you, when it's a smaller. Now that's not even an intelligent thing to say. Everyone ought to know that. But why do people let it get to that point? Why isn't there stopping the market to protect them?
It's a hope that the things will reverse.
And they seldom do.
That's true. It's never. Oh, right here. Oh, thank God. It's never that.
And the thank God moments happen from time to time, and the thank God moments, excuse my language, they fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because you expect it to happen again. The market goes against you. It keeps on going that way. Take your loss, go again. Professional traders don't expect to win majority of the time.
So I guess, I mean, there's a lot of crossover into gambling as well. I mean, it is.
Gaming theory, gambling.
Well, I mean, and I guess from a personal experience, the last UFC, I put on a 7-bout multi and got all 7.
Yep.
But it wasn't a satisfying feeling compared to if I'd lost just the last one. That would have been like,
Yeah.
And that's interesting because like it was like
it's dopamine, right? You're getting a dopamine hit. Win. Oh.
But I mean,
my son's a professional gambler, right?
Yeah.
He's 20. He's 20 years old. He's built his account up, and I cannot wait. He goes, Dad. Actually, here's one for your ego for your kids, right? My son said to me one day, Dad, how do I become a mindset coach? Do you know someone I can talk to?
Well, that's a kick in the nuts, isn't it?
I'm okay with that. I'm dad, and I'm not that guy to him, right? But my point is, okay, he's a professional gambler, right? Between mowing lawns and sports betting, he lives off it, right?
Okay.
And he thinks that actually crypto and shares are risky. They're gambling, and what he's doing is not gambling.
Perspective, mindset.
Yeah, and I'm like,
in fairness, though, I guess. And back to what I was saying about the UFC bouts, I do follow the matches and the players and their training, and that's, I guess, my technical analysis.
Yeah, so it's your perceived edge.
And so, perceived, that makes me feel terrible.
well,
no,
have you put it to a test? Are you winning consistently from your gambling?
Yes, but only in that field.
Only in that field.
So
okay.
So horse racing, no, terrible.
Yep.
Anything else, terrible. But I got 7 from 7, which is statistically hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was $10 into 395.
Yep.
And it wasn't even that great a feeling compared to what I would have felt, as you were saying, if I'd lost the last leg.
Imagine you got 7 in a row in coin toss. Heads or tails.
Isn't that statistically impossible?
It's not statistically impossible.
Well, I mean, it's such a huge number.
So,
Did you know?
So you're picking between two fighters, right? Your edge is, I believe this guy's better than that guy.
Yep.
Right, and so that's where your edge comes in, right? And so if you could execute that edge in trading,
I think there's more in trading. Then maybe there's a little bit more variable. I think because it can not move at all, and then you're left in choice paralysis.
Yeah.
Or am I
okay,
getting too?
What happens in sports betting? If in fighters, for instance, in MMA, the odds compensate for the thing. All right, you might think I can't think of anyone's name.
It's probably about 49 to 49 because in that rare 2% chance, it's a no contest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the
Or
equivalent
like-
of double zero on roulette.
Yeah, and overall that double zero causes the house to win over time.
Yep.
Yeah. But you're
Interesting.
executing your edge. You're
Yeah.
executing your edge in sports betting because you know if you can get 7 in a row, you know something. You know more than I do.
Yeah. That's an edge case. I don't do it very often, but yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you've got a skill set there, right? You've got an edge which you execute, but you're not doing it on a large scale. Why is that, Joe?
I'm only putting through what I'm comfortable losing. I mean, that's the whole. Is that a mindset thing again?
It is. It's risk aversion.
I mean, I could have put 1,000 in and made it 37 grand but coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, I hear you. And how do you get comfortable with that amount of risk? How do you believe in your system or your way of doing things to the point where you can put $1,000 on and be comfortable with it?
I guess it's experience. It's having pulled that off before.
Yeah. So,
but it's a matter of scale, isn't it?
it's a matter of scale. And how do you scale? I mean, I teach a method where we'll just go in small. We'll just risk an amount that's inconsequential. It's enough that it doesn't hurt to lose it, right? So for me, it might be, I don't know, $500.
See, but for me, like that pain that I thought that I would have felt if I'd gotten to the last point and then failed, isn't about the money. It's the lost potential.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm seeing it differently, but it wouldn't have been like, oh man, I lost $10. It's, oh man, I lost potentially 360.
Yeah, because you know what the outcomes, what the successful outcome's going to be.
Yeah.
Right,
Is that different? Is that a different way of looking at it, or is this
it's pretty
better
close.
or worse?
No, it's pretty close because, what you're talking about is basically dopamine driven.
ADHD.
Hello.
Yeah, I think maybe...
And when we're in this dopamine or when we're in ADHD, we make the worst decisions.
Sorry, I just thought that was WikiLeaks guy just there, but he looks
Sorry?
I thought that guy there was a WikiLeaks guy, but
Julian Assange.
Looks very, very similar. Wait.
Nothing like Julian
No,
Assange.
not him. The guy next to him.
I looked at the guy next to him
Okay,
with
all
black
right.
shoes.
I know no one on stream can see this, but I had a moment
Julian, Mr. Assange, come across.
I looked maybe him 5 years ago before the imprisonment.
Yeah.
Come on, you can see it, right? You can see it a little bit.
He's been released now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been living in Adelaide for the last 12 months.
God.
Just with his mum.
With
he
his
went
mum?
He went from
He
like...
was married though.
Oh, but okay, maybe he's got his own place now, but I know that he was released to his mother.
Okay, here's the thing. Guantanamo Bay, the embassy of Peru or wherever he was in London for so many years, get released, go back to Adelaide. What was that terrorist dude that was in Guantanamo Bay? David Hicks.
Oh, wow, yeah.
David Hicks went back to Adelaide. Hello.
I think it's terrorist release program. That's Adelaide. Because it's so boring, you cannot get up to anything. So back to your firemanning.
Yeah.
Where are you working out of, like, without divulging too much? Like, what station? Oh, no, don't go there. Like, what kind of, is it just you'd call Triple O, you'd turn up?
Yes, that
okay,
kind
sweet.
of thing. So I'm in New South Wales. I've been doing it for 13 years.
Do you love it?
You know what? There's times I love, and then there's times where it's just a job.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm not super comfortable with people looking at me and saying you're a hero.
You don't see yourself like that, do you?
No.
Okay.
So I do a job automatically.
I heard that there's a bit of a rigmarole to becoming one. Is that correct? And it's a really intense physical examination. Is that still the case?
There's just because it's such a great job, just a lot of people want to do it.
Do you find it's hero chasers, like people that want to be called the hero that try and get into that profession?
Not really.
Really?
No.
I would have thought it'd be a magnet
like,
for
there's
that.
prestige, but I mean that alone's not going to get you the job.
No, I know, but like, is there people with a quasi-god complex that want to join for the adulation?
I suspect so.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not prominent that you've seen.
No, it's not prominent, but I mean, like in the back of your mind, if the world has adulation for you, it's kind of attractive though, isn't it?
Well, that's
But
what I'm saying.
I personally don't, because I don't see myself as a hero.
So it's not a hub of sociopathic people, as far as you know?
No. All right, look at a soldier. A
Right.
soldier puts their life on the line. Do they, I'm a hero?
There's probably more inherent danger of death in that role, or is there?
And being a soldier, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm saying, isn't it the safe option if you like the adulation? Not safe, I'm not meaning to demean it at all, but is it a safer option for people that love the, oh my God, plus you're on calendars as well. I've never seen an ADF calendar.
yeah. That's a tricky one for me. Because I'm in it, and I've been in it for a while. What was the question again?
Oh, no, like, would it be a hotbed or a hive?
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of people do it for the lifestyle.
And what is that lifestyle?
Well, because, in New South Wales, we do 24-hour shifts, right?
Yeah, okay.
And you're one on, one off, 5 days off.
That'd be rough.
Well, well, if you're quiet, I don't want to give away any secrets here, but if you're quiet, you're not doing anything.
Yeah, okay. Is it conducive to family life? Are most of the guys got...
It's conducive to family life. It's conducive to having a second full-time job.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
How do you manage that in the 1 day off?
If you work, no. You work 2 days out of 8.
Right.
So you got 6 days off. Most people can fit a full-time job in there. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
So yeah.
Do you have? So you've got obviously a second full-time job.
I love trading. I love this mindset stuff. I love helping people. So it's exciting stuff.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I do have to wrap up because we're actually 10 minutes over my end time.
What?
But
3:40. We've been talking how long?
About 25 minutes, almost half an hour.
That
That's
went
almost
quick.
a full podcast episode.
Jared's not going to plug me, so I'm going to plug myself.
Oh yeah, no, I was going to do that. That was my outro. Go for it.
Yeah, sure.
Where can we? If we're looking to improve our mindset,
You can find my business, Fairy Meadow Hypnotherapy, in Wollongong, New South Wales.
I know Fairy Meadow quite well. I've got family in Taronji.
I got up here at Taronji train station today.
Nice.
Yesterday I was here, there was a guy and he said g'day to me. I looked at him and he's wearing Principal Brewing, which is in Fairy Meadow. And I'll go, what are you doing here? And he goes, I'm the social media guy for them. And he was Dave Bird from Mastering the Markets. He was interviewed.
It's a great,
it's a small world.
Yeah. It's a great area.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
you're
you were saying...
Bodgy.
My grandma, I didn't grow up there. I grew up in the Hills District in Sydney, but yeah.
Yeah. Fairy Meadow Hypnotherapy, mindset coaching. I'm available. You can book me in. At the moment, I've been interviewing traders. I've created a psychology program, and I'm just getting the editors to edit up all the videos. Basically takes you on a journey from being an amateur to all the way through to being a professional. My last interview was Frank Watkins, who has been trading since 1969 and just loves it.
Was that just like paper markets? They used to write the prices
tickers,
down?
back, you've heard of the ticker tape? Well,
Yep.
Ticker was literally paper and back in the day.
Wow.
So it's a really cool profession, and everyone should get into it, make some money, and I'll help you do better at it.
All right. Thank you very much. I'm about to sign off, so you can stay there if you want.
No, I'm going to go catch up with some friends.
Awesome.
While I've still got a chance.
Thank you very much for joining us. That's been fantastic. And you're our last guest for the day, so you'll keep a memory. And you'll also have peak viewership because people tend to join but not leave. So I haven't checked the numbers because it's over there on my phone. But I think there was
Go scroll to the end. Watch this part. Get the gold out.
That was a bit about...
You can look me up on Fairy Meadow Hypnotherapy. You can book in if you think I can help you. Then feel free to reach out.
Awesome very much. Well, this has been AusCryptoCon 2025. We're signing off at the end of day 2. If you didn't make it down here, there's always next year. There's always a million other crypto events. And yeah, so Lee's gone for the day, so I guess I'll do our signature sign-off. As always, happy trading.
Lee and Nick with the moonshot flow. Dispatch live, let the market glow. Crypto vibes where the numbers show. To the moon we go, let the podcast blow. Digital coins, we dissect them quick. Blazing insights, Lee and Nick. Price Precision sharper than a sword. Macro games, we break the board. The moonshot, dispatch, hear it loud. Crypto news making waves in the crowd. Stack your sets, let the market react. Stay ahead as we plan and enact. Volatility flips, we call the game. Market cap moves, never the same. Blockchain buzzing, the future's tech. Analyzing trends, keep it all in check. Dollar signs, the charts align. While the bulls and the bears intertwine. Fed talk rates climb or decline. We decode the nodes, it's all by design. The moonshot, dispatch, hear it loud. Crypto news making waves in the crowd. Stack your sats,